Welcome. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a really good, beautiful morning today.
Good morning.
Hope everybody hasn't overstuffed themselves with Halloween candy. I'm getting some feedback. Is that from you? Welcome.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's my
Got
phone.
that delay on.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm having my phone on. That way I can comment.
There you go. Happy day after Halloween,
Hey.
everybody.
How's everybody? Did you guys get some candy? Did you get your kids out there? I saw your kids. Pamela posted your kids all dressed up, but I didn't see you in costume, man. What's going on?
I wasn't. I was sitting over there just hanging out and just handing out candy. They were getting all ready to leave.
You're candy dad.
Yeah, I was candy dad this year. But look, listen, we've got some special guests. I have got a treat for you guys. You talked about trick or treat. Trick or treat,
treat.
Let me tell you, this is a treat. You guys in the chat don't know what's coming. This is the first ever quadruple jointed. Curtis, don't get your feelings hurt. But this isn't a triple jointed. It's a quadruple jointed because we're joined all the way from beautiful England by Elijah and Faisal.
What's up, boys? Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, fellas. Morning.
Greetings, Americans.
Greetings.
Can we all come live with you guys for a little bit? It ain't good over here right now.
Yeah, it's not the best here either.
Yeah, it's a little bit all crazy, but we're gonna get through it together, boys. You know,
we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I want to go home with y'all after Legion's gone.
Yeah.
We tried to work this out last week where we could get these guys on and talk about Legion's Con, and it didn't quite work out, but they're back this week. We're going to be talking about some spooky Halloween toys, but we're also going to be talking about Legion's Con because how can we not? We're all in the spirit. We're all getting ready. But before we get into the show today, I want to kick the show off with this video. I updated it after, I think probably about a year and a half. I finally updated this video, so let me run it for our good buddy Steve. Over the past year, Articulated Empire has become your trusted online retailer. They carry all the latest lines like Mythic Legions, Valaverse, AWOC, Zesray Studios, and much, much more. They ship your items quickly and securely. You'll be quite happy with how Steve and his team follow through with their care and attention. Articulated Empire also offers free shipping over $75 and no tax except for Illinois residents. So head over to articulatedempire.com today and build your empire.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. New little promo spot that I cut together for Steve. I don't really care for that voice actor, but you know what? He comes cheap. So, let's say good morning to everybody in the chat. We've got Andy. He's here in person and in the chat. Captain Firebeard himself, Elijah. We got Brian Carr. Good morning. We got Dave Orkin. Hey.
Dave.
We've got Elemental Crafting. Joe, good to see you, buddy. We got our good buddy Blake Recon Rage coming to us all the way from the beautiful
early morning
Pacific.
Blake.
I know, Pacific Northwest. We got JD Gibson. Hello, everybody. Legion's Con is upon us. Yep. Freaks Figures, always with the thankful hands. We got William Houston here, creeping up on the con. William, this is your first con? So is Faisal. This is Faisal's first. Not only that, guys, listen to this. I found this out. This is Faisal's first toy con ever.
Yes.
How about that?
We got Brendan Higgins. We got Wholesome Warlock. Jordan's in the house.
Good morning, Jordan.
Let's see. We got Heinrich Hoffman.
Morning.
Good to see you, buddy. We got Jesse Marshall. Hey, Notorious Tofu is here. Another in person and in the chat. We got the Smurfs. We got Benny Torres.
What's up, Benny?
Paul Morales.
Hey, Paul.
Let's see. Larry's Geeky World. And Shane Shooter. That's a new name I haven't seen in the chat before. Good morning, guys. What group of action figures do you guys talk about here? We don't talk about any group of action figures at all specifically. A lot of us are Mythic Legions fans. You will hear a lot of Mythic Legions talk. But, I mean, for me personally, I collect a whole bunch of stuff. I would say that my main lines are anything that's a remake of a 1980s toy line. That's going to get me to plop down my 2 bits right off the bat, no doubt about it. But we love everything: Valorverse, Mythic Legions, AWOC, Super 7, Transformers, GI Joe. Although we've never. I've shown off some Transformers, but I don't think we've ever opened one. That's probably one we've never opened. Yeah. But Star Wars Black Series, I mean, you name it, we talk about it. This is a show that's just about people who love action figures, and we just talk about it. You're going to see a lot of 80s nostalgia because almost all of us grew up in the 80s. We're all around the same age, except for Elijah and Faisal. They, I can tell there's some youngins. But hey, I tell you what, Shane, you give us a view today. You give us a watch. Yeah, there we go. You give us a quick wardrobe change. You give us a watch, and then if you don't like the show, we'll give you your money back. All right?
That's right.
We got Brian Carr's in the chat. Did I say hey to Brendan Higgins already? Oh, we got Kirby.
Kirby.
Eric Miller is in the house. Speaking of the Forcemen, one of their newest hires, one of their painters. We got Eric Miller in the house. Figure Report, also somebody new. Topo de morning.
Good morning.
Topo de morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, laddie.
It's only Jamaican.
Oh, yeah.
Could be. We don't know. Could be.
Exactly. All right. So, hey, for everybody who don't know, Elijah, Faisal, why don't you guys give us a quick little introduction to yourselves?
Hello, my name is Faisal. I'm 48 years old, and I'm addicted to Mythic Legions.
Well said.
Welcome, Faisal.
Yes.
Hi there, my friends across the pond or wherever you are in the universe. My name is Elijah Baker, aka Captain Firebeard Baker, Captain Firebeard Baker, and I am 34. We're doing ages, aren't we? Yeah, I'm 34, and I love Mythic Legions, and I have garlic base pizza because I don't eat tomato.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
All right. There you go.
These guys right here are I love their posts. Check these guys out on Instagram or Facebook. They do great outside photography. I love their stuff. So check them out, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've given out yours, Elijah, but Faisal, like, how do we find you on Instagram?
Yeah, I've got quite a wacky name. So on I use my actual name on social. So
what?
On Instagram and Facebook, I am Faisal Molabokus.
There you go.
We're never going to be able. You're going to type that in the chat. There ain't no way.
When you see it written down, it's a bit long, but if you just say Hocus Pocus, Molabokus.
Yeah, Greg's been through this with that.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be on there typing like Faisal Motorboat. I don't see it. I'm looking for it, but
I mean, I've been known to.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I find hashtag motorboat, and then I'm distracted.
Right. Yeah. We're looking at something else.
I'm like, who was I looking for? What was I? I'm gonna need a few minutes.
Watershed, 9 p.m.
Yeah, you're gonna find some other things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you don't know, if you haven't bumped into Elijah at Legions Con, like we were so gracious to be able to do last year, and he's so good with his time.
He's a great guy.
These two guys are they're fantastic outdoor photographer. I mean, I don't want to limit you guys just to outdoor. I'm sure your photography indoors is just as good, but like these guys, they go out, they go out, and I mean, how amazing is to have like a good friend that shares your passions, your loves, your hobbies. You get to go out and do that, man.
Oh, it's great seeing England too. Like,
you got to tell the story about how you got into it, right?
You guys go to parks and stuff, and just amazing pics you get out of the beautiful, countryside.
Yeah, we are quite lucky. We have a lot around here.
Yeah, we're fortunate.
So within half an hour to an hour, you could be in the middle of a huge forest. You could be walking in a stream. You could be
in a castle.
Castle, mini castles. So we are kind of spoilt here with literally living in mythos.
We are.
So how did you guys connect?
Well, we both worked on a short film. We both had roles in a pilot for a short film.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing a bouncer. He was playing one of the main cast, and just instantly felt the vibe. I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah, connected.
So
he's a likable chap. He's a likable chap for sure.
Yeah,
takes one to know one.
He's a good one. I think you saw some of my photos
Yeah.
woodland photos. Well,
Mhm.
I've been up in the woods taking photos,
Mhm.
and he quite liked them. And I saw that he was into figure photography, so it was like, well, let's join the two. I wasn't even into it back then. So
At all.
it was this guy had like a long game to try and get me into the figures. I was
Right.
like, well, maybe. And
Yeah.
about 150 figures later, like,
So you didn't collect anything at all? Like you weren't into toys at all, or
no, when we first met, I wasn't. I only got into kind of woodland photography back in end of 2019 when I got a camera.
Mhm.
So yeah, just it was quite escalated quite quickly from there. But he actually got in my first. I know it's not strictly mythic, but my first Four Horsemen product,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was Skullman.
One from Shooting the Shelf.
Yeah,
Nice.
Said Ryan Curtis.
Nice.
I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, Fires is a big skull man, big skeleton guy. So I said,
Yeah.
that prize gifted to me has to go to Faisal
there
to
you
get
go.
him
You're a
started.
good man.
And there you go, man. It was as soon as you got it in hand, it was.
it's those two words, in hand, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
When they joy, when they move the quality of the plastic, I was like,
Yes, for
I
sure.
love things. And I kept seeing more and more of money into the goblins and
Oh yeah,
orcs.
Goblins, the orcs,
Then
everything.
when I started looking on the YouTube channels and online at the website, I was like, this is everything I've ever wanted, and didn't realize.
This is what's been missing from my woodland photography. Little
Mhm.
creatures.
100% like
Yeah.
it's perfect, especially with the castles. So it's been the perfect accompany. I go out quite a lot on my own. I take a big bag of figures with me, but quite a lot of the time we go out together,
Mhm.
and we just kind of we always talk about seeing the world in a 1/12 scale.
Hmm.
So you'll see things in the distance, thinking, "Oh, that works," or that mossy lump over there
Yeah.
work.
You see a hole in a tree, it looks like it's like
Yeah.
the gateway to a realm.
Right.
I guess it is a realm for the insects and the other animals that are around. But you're like, oh, that big long dead tree could easily be a cave. You start to look at the world differently because you're
Mhm.
always looking for spots that you could place a figure in or multiple figures and create some sort of scene.
Yeah, and
You know,
the
it's
more
like
you do
being a kid again, because like that's
Yeah.
how we thought about our outdoor environments when
Right.
we were kids, right? It's like, how
Yeah.
can I put a GI Joe over there, like that? Oh, that little hole in the whatever in the
Right.
ground over there, that's perfect for a Joe. Like, is that a cave? Is that a
Yes.
tunnel? Is
That's an
Cobra hiding
adventure
in there?
right there.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Yeah.
it's true. Yeah,
In my
yeah.
neighborhood, we have. I see it every single morning as I'm driving my daughter to school. There is a stump that a tree that was cut down, and it's only about this big around. It was cut down, and then for some reason, the tree is starting to grow back out of the stump. Like there are like these little tentacles that are coming up out of the tree like this, and it kind of looks like this. Every day I see it, and I'm a big Death Stranding fan. I've been playing. I've completed both of the Death Stranding video games, and if you guys know that there are these crystals that grow in the shape of a hand, and every day I drive by and I see that, and it just reminds me of like in my childhood how you would see things that reminded you of like toys or adventures or whatever, and I see that every morning. I'm like, there's that Death Stranding thing. Like every day, my brain just picks up on it. Like I just see it, and it makes me smile. Like nobody else drives by that and thinks that, but me, and I'm cool with that.
That's
is
all right.
how I operate.
It's got to
So,
be used. It's got to be used.
So Faisal, what's your like? I take it that your main toy line that you probably love is Mythics. What's your favorite like race or faction or like skeletons?
I
Okay.
do quite like.
Okay.
It's a mild interest.
So, other than anything which has no flesh, I do like barbarians. So anything, I mean, the upcoming, I know we're going to get into LegionCon later on,
Mhm.
but the upcoming armory is right up my street with the
Perfect.
the gladiators and things. So I'm going to get at least, I don't know, maybe 4. I was going to get 2, but I think I might get 4 now.
For now.
So yeah, I'm kind of amassing like a barbarian army. But most of my barbarians have skull heads, and they're going to be fighting actual skeletons. So,
Yeah, there's a combination going on there.
so I kind of
There you go. There you go.
Look,
The legendary barbarian, which Merva helped out with, but with a skull head.
Happy to help.
skeletons, skeletons and armor. That's my peanut butter and jelly. Like you put a skeleton in some armor, and I'm buying that thing.
Yeah.
Andy
Yeah,
says we need to see a
combination.
Swamp Thing or a Moss Man with for one of your outdoor photography.
I
Um,
have Man Thing and
You
something.
type Man Thing, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
oh
not,
man.
yeah,
I'm not
nice.
sure about
That'll
the
work.
last one.
It's a while.
I need to take some new shots.
Elijah, I don't think I've ever asked you what's your favorite race or faction.
Well, sir, I mean, I think you might already know. You know, I'd say the goblins, of
The
course.
Goblins. That's right.
Goblins.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the key thing.
However, you know what? To be fair though, Mark, I'm getting more into knights.
Mm.
You know, like I am very, very into the knights, and I customized this guy recently.
Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like
Ooh,
that.
Which works. And then
That's
you got
beautiful.
Walter's cape, and then obviously this wizard right here, and then I just felt like that made sense. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
We need some
He looks like
outside.
Faisal, with
We
a
need
tan.
some pictures of that, right?
So it's that really works for me. But yeah, goblins, 100%. I hope we get some more goblin characters soon. Like obviously we've got the Ashes characters coming soon, and the Malignancy, which
Mhm.
I realized I ordered that back in June last year. It's amazing how time zooms. And so I heard
Right.
it's going to be available. Is it early next year? So we're going to see.
Right.
But
Early next
yeah,
year. Mhm.
so
Yeah,
goblins
I'm
are-
excited for those two. I have 2 of those 2 packs pre-ordered because one, I'm turning one of those into a set of dwarves, like because that's my favorite. I love dwarves.
It's the dwarfs for you, isn't it? And
Yeah,
what
it
is,
is.
what
Just
is
pissed off Goblin fans now. They're like, oh no.
I'm sorry, guys. Malignancy's going to get mad. You bring up the gladiators. I don't know if you guys think the same way and if are affected by things in the same way. Like sometimes when I buy a figure, it makes me want to seek out the either the IP or the film or the media that thing is from. Like the other day, I bought the I've never seen a single solitary one of the Friday the 13th movies. By the way, this is
What?
I've never seen
Oh,
one
wow.
ever.
Wow.
And I bought I bought this guy for some Halloween photography. This is the Jason figure
Ooh.
from Friday the 13th Part 2 before he got the
Nice.
hockey mask. I'd never
Yeah.
seen it, and it made me want to sit down and watch the movie, and I did. I watched it last night, and then
What'd you think?
so I enjoyed it. I was like, I just, man, you watch anything from the 80s and you're like, yeah, that is so 80s. Like, I came across the first Terrifier movie on Shudder, and I watched a few minutes of it. It was like in the middle. One of the cool things that Shudder does is when you open it up, the app. If you guys have never heard of this app called Shudder, it's like a streaming
I've heard
service
so.
for just horror stuff.
Mhm.
When you open it up, it has it has movies playing in the middle, like it's live TV. Like they just pick a movie and they just throw it up and it says, this is what's playing right now. And you can just literally start watching a show in the middle, just like we used to when you.
Super.
I think Netflix should do this. Netflix should use that algorithm that knows what you like and wants to offer it up to you. And when you open the app, it's just like, hey, you're in the middle of, The Dark Knight Rises. Like it's just playing as you open the app. And I think that's kind of
That makes
cool because it
sense.
reminds me of being like live TV as a kid. You turn on channel 3 and like, oh, this show's in the middle of it. We're just going to watch. So I don't have any desire to watch the Terrifier films. To me, that's not horror. It's just like torture porn. But I watched like maybe 10, 15 minutes of it. And I will say this, that at least for the first one, I like how they went out of their way to make it feel like an 80s movie with like the dust and scratches and all the filters. They and the cameras, the light blowing out the camera lens because they weren't pulling aperture right or whatever.
It must be.
But anyway, I thought it was. I like the look and feel of it. I don't care for gratuitous gore for the sake of gratuitous gore. Like anyway, we won't get into films,
I
but
get it.
yeah.
Not your
But,
type of horror.
Yeah.
So like I'm getting so much into these gladiators because of the Armory experience that I've never watched that Starz show called Spartacus. But they have a brand new
Really good.
show that's getting ready to start called Spartacus House of Asher, which is all focused on this one gladiatorial house where they have a pit and they just fight people in the pit, gladiators. It's just all about gladiators fighting. The new trailer just came out. And I'm thinking, man, I want to watch that. Like, I don't know where this is set in the timeline of that universe, but like I'm getting interested in it because of the toys. And that's kind of like how my brain functions.
Please, like I'm sure Faz was about to say the same thing. Please go back to the original, like to how that all started. The one that's the way that came from, basically the Spartacus series. You got Blood and Sand, right? and then you've got Gods of the
I
Arena.
admittedly have never seen any of them.
I didn't know that.
Oh
They've been on-
no.
They've been on my watch list forever.
I
They're
didn't know
so
that.
Well, I
good.
love
Something-
Gladiator,
something
and I
keeps
love
coming.
Gladiator 2 that just came out recently. I thought it was a fine, sequel to that. But you're not going to touch the original. It's just perfection.
The original's incredible.
Spartacus, don't make sure there's no kids walking around or
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I saw the
older ladies that judge or anything. Make sure that
Yeah.
I saw
it's very
the
intense.
Red Band rated R trailer for House of Asher, and it was like, oh, this is why it's okay.
But
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Mark, please, honest. I mean, it sounds like Greg. It sounds like you've seen it as well. I'd
Yes,
go back.
yes.
Yeah. I
So
mean, I'm sure
good.
Greg will attest to it. But what's great is, so you've got the original series they made with Andy Whitefield,
Mhm.
and then he ended up getting ill, and then they made a prequel, Gods of the Arena, and hoped he would get better, and he never got better, and sadly he passed away. And he approved of the guy that came on to replace him as the
Mhm.
Spartacus character for then the third series. But you've actually got an opportunity now. Like if no one's ever seen the Star Wars, if someone's never seen the Star Wars films before and they want to watch it in order, they can actually watch episode 1, 2, and 3. Then they can watch 4, 5, and 6, of
Right.
course. So you
Really
have the
well made.
privilege. Yeah, you've got. I mean, unlike Greg and I imagine Greg watched it at the time when it came out.
Mhm.
But both you guys and anyone else watching, you can actually watch the prequel. Then the first one, and you know what I mean. You can actually watch it in order.
Okay, so is
Um,
House of Asher, the one that's getting ready to start, is that basically a prequel to the whole thing?
I'm pretty sure that's the that's the latest in the timeline, isn't it, Greg? I think that's.
I
that's
believe
right.
so.
The late. It looks like it is because
Yeah.
without saying too much, I think I believe
Okay,
it is.
so don't
Yeah.
watch House of Asher first, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'd say watch. I'd watch. Is it Blood and? Would it be Gods of the Arena, Greg? That's the prequel series they made, isn't it? The
I didn't
second
watch
series.
that one. I just watched the one
Oh.
with Andy. I watched
Yeah.
the Andy ones. Those were so good. Season 1 and 2 were excellent.
Okay. All right. You guys have talked
Yeah.
me into it. I'm going to do it.
So
Let's
good.
catch up with some of these comments. I really want to make sure. Andy says he wants me to put a Swamp Thing in that stump that I'm talking about. I actually
makes
do. I have
sense.
the Kinder Swamp Thing. I will definitely do that. Heinrich Kaufman says, I love seeing Elijah and Faisal picks, especially the Castle ones. You got some fans over here for sure. Andy says, have you ever thought about Goblin Knights?
That's an idea, man. Yeah. I've been thinking about that. I mean, anything with goblins, to be honest, I probably thought about. But yeah, I'm gonna do something like that at some point. Maybe Swig. I mean, I've seen some Swig nights at the Thousand
Mhm.
Swig. So
I think that sounds like a club event.
it does sound like a club. Yeah, Goblin Nights. Yeah.
Goblin Knights. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'm
Welcome
gonna
to
play
New
it.
York's hottest nightclub, Goblin Knights.
Yeah.
There's goblins,
3 before 9.
knights, Goblin Knights. Goblin Knights is also the biopic name of Terrence's life. If there was a
Yes.
movie made about it, it'd be called
Yes,
Goblin Knights.
absolutely.
Curtis says that this is great to listen to as he loads hundreds of boxes of brushes into his car. That's really cool. Kirby says Elijah knows what he's talking about. These are some smart fellas. Yeah, Heinrich says Spartacus is fantastic. I love the original Spartacus. The original film.
Oh
is one of
yeah.
the greatest.
Kirk
Kirk
Douglas.
Douglas.
Yeah.
So good.
Larry's Geeky World says I'm new to Mythic Legions this year and now have 16 Mythic Legions figures, 3 Cosmics, 2 Figure Obscura, 3 Test Shots. Whoa!
Love it. Love it.
The Graveyard Skeletons 4-pack, Leodicius and Beathir.
He's doing it right.
Packed. Woo! He jumped in.
No games.
You must know it.
Exactly. Oh, Joe Gonzalez is here. Hey, Joe. We're gonna see you soon, buddy.
Joe.
Let's see here. Curtis Ackerman says Goblin Knights to the tune of Arabian Nights. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kirby says hot Goblin Knights. All right, let's get into a little bit of information here. I wanted to throw up something that went up for pre-order this week, just a couple of days ago, so we could talk about this. This is pretty cool. This is, if you guys remember the clip that I showed last week, to try to get into the holiday spirit, we showed off this guy from the Ghostbusters cartoon series, the real Ghostbusters cartoon series. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. Is it Sahame? Samaim? I have no idea how this is pronounced, but he was the monster or the ghost that was packed in with Peter Venkman. He had like a brown cloak, and he didn't come with this extra Slimer, and he didn't come with these little goblins. And he was in the 2-pack, and I was like, at first I was like, well, I'm not going to collect the monsters. I'm just going to collect the 4 Ghostbusters. And I was like, maybe I will dig another monster better than this guy. So then I believe the next one that was offered up was Egon. I didn't like the ghost that came with Egon. And then the next one was Winston. I didn't like his ghost either. And then there was the one that they just offered up with Ray. And I thought he was interesting, but I was like, you know what? I really like that original one that came with Peter. And he's no longer available. You can only get him in that 2-pack and they're sold out. And so this was pretty cool. So Mondo put this up for Halloween. It is a standalone Sahame figure, same one, just a different color in his Halloween colors, which I like better, the purple. He comes with this little crazy looking Slimer that's kind of sick, which is really cool. And these two little portal droids that were in the clip that I showed of them releasing Sahame from the sarcophagus or whatever he was in, the cabinet, the haunted cabinet. And so this was an instant pre-order for me. It's still up. I think it went up the day before Halloween. It's $135 for this by itself, and I pre-ordered it because now I'm going to have a ghost for my Ghostbusters 2 bust. There we go.
Yeah, that does look cool.
Oh, EM Customs. Eric says, people say Sam Hain, but I think it's actually Sawin.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that. I'm going to go back and watch that episode in order to get excited for this figure. So, yeah, William Houston, me too, buddy. I'm a bit sad to see Halloween over with. It may have to have a haunted Thanksgiving. Yep. Well, that's why we're doing this show today. We're going to hang on to the Halloween spirit for just one more day. And we're going to do some more spooky stuff. I wanted to address this because I've been getting a lot of comments on it on YouTube. So I wanted to kind of talk about this real quickly. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. This is how you guys typically see the thumbnail for our show. Double Jointed, episode 72. This is typically how my thumbnails look. If you've ever seen my reviews, you will know that my reviews all look like this. All my thumbnails look like this. I come from graphic design. I come from advertising. And I know that one of the keys to brand recognition is consistency. It's just seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you guys build brand recognition. You see this pop up, you know exactly who's reviewing it. Well, I've been sort of lamenting the fact that over the last year, my channel has kind of stalled out. I get about 5 to 10 new subs every month. I know it's not about chasing subs. I know that it's just about the love of the toys, and I'm trying to stay focused on that. I promise you. But I did start up a service called vidIQ. Who is not a sponsor of this video, but basically what it is it's a plugin for Google Chrome. And when I go to upload a video, it tells me what's wrong with my title, my description, my thumbnail. And I've been watching a lot of channels about how to make new thumbnails to draw in new viewers, how to get people to click on your videos, how to get people to sub. And so I'm switching up the way I'm doing things a little bit. I've been doing the same thing the same way for 3.5 years. And I'm ready to push through. And I'm happy to say that over the last 2 to 3 weeks, it's kind of been working. Over the last 3 weeks, I've gained like 150 new subs, which is crazy. Wow. And so what happened is last week, you might have noticed that the Double Jointed thumbnail went from this prior to the show launching to this after the show launched. And it is to show off what we talk about. So for 72 episodes, you just saw that, hey, bam. We've had 72 episodes. I don't put content in the lower right corner because that's where the time shows up on a thumbnail. It shows you how long the video is. It's in that corner. And so I switched over to this to show people this is what we're talking about. Here's Greg and I. We're talking about Kern Ray was the figure we opened last week. We talked about Halloween and we talked about going to Legion's Con. So if you notice the thumbnails changing, this is the thought process behind it. Also, my review thumbnails have gone from this, just simply saying review, and Monster Force, the service says, hey, if people have already seen this figure review, they may not want to watch your video. So what makes your video of this figure different than what somebody else might have seen? So you may have seen my thumbnails have now changed to something like this. Where it's like 40 secrets to a successful Legion's Con. Like if you've been to Legion's Con before and I just said road to Legion's Con, you may not have clicked it. You may have been like, I go to Legion's Con. But now it's like, well, I'm giving you 40 tips that you may or may not know. This isn't clickbait. I'm not trying to trick anybody. I'm just trying to fight the algorithm. So if you see some things, this is what's going on. I had a guy like hit me immediately with my Fright Zone video. I was like, here's a feature that this one has that the vintage one doesn't have. And he's like, great. Your thumbnail points out like something that's literally on the box. And I'm like, hey man, don't knock the hustle. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to fight the
Oh no, bro,
fight the
I
algorithm.
get that completely because it's a lot of the time we'll see a figure review and it will be a figure will get reviewed maybe like I don't know like 25, 30 times within 2 weeks of it coming out, but it's the personality, like
Yes.
we're gonna watch it for the personality of the person
Right.
reviewing. It's like Johnny Carson, or it's like
You have your favorites,
Letterman.
don't you?
Yeah, we like to see their take on something, their personal style, when it comes to how they like Bill Dorkler, like he's gonna review it and how he does it, and
Right.
The Amazing, they've got their own toy bro, they've got their own ways, and yourself, you've got you pour your personality into the review. Unless it's you do get these reviewers where they don't speak, they just sort of show the figure and there's no, and some people like watching those. I prefer obviously I think I prefer watching people show their personality when they review a figure.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? That's what we tune in for, because we could easily
Yeah.
just go and look at pictures, couldn't we? And
Right.
we like to see
One of the
you,
things
so-
I do when I'm on the fence about something, when I'm really like, man, do I want to buy this? Do I want to sink $200 on whatever? Like I'll go watch every review I can get my hands on, because I think somebody is eventually going to point out something that somebody didn't do. Somebody
Yeah.
didn't show this. But you're right. Like everybody has their own style. You go to certain reviewers for like, Dorkler is going to give you all the lore. He's going to say, this is where this part's from. This part was used back here. Toy Bro is going to make sure that he hits every angle, right? Like he's going to make sure that you understand like each point, each weapon, and he's going to point out everything. Robo is going to be more like, let's have fun. It's laid back. He's going to be more casual, which is great. D Amazing is going to show you like how this figure poses, how he looks in different poses, the different ways you can. He's less of a reviewer and more of like, and he'll tell you this, like when I talk to him, he's like, I'm kind of getting out of reviewing, and telling you whether or not you should buy a figure. He's, I'm just going to show you myself having fun with it.
He'll give you he'll give you like 20 cool pictures at the end of each video too, won't he?
Right. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I also miss his intro music too. He got hit with a copyright claim and he's like, I'm not going to go through this again. He's like, so I'm just going to have no music in the beginning.
That's why it's silent. Yeah, because I was the last I don't know, half a year or whatever. I was like, why is there no intro? He needs to get a new intro, man.
Yeah. So the music that he plays at the end over his pictures, that music, that used to be his intro music, right? Right. So that used to be it, but he got hit with a copyright strike. And what he found out was that the algorithm was only scanning the first part of the video and then it stops and it doesn't check the rest of the video. So he was getting hit for it being at the beginning. So he just moved it to the end over he leaves it over the pictures, and now he doesn't get it. And I appreciate that. He's having to fight the system. I love this by Kirby. There's also a psychology of having people pick faces in a thumbnail. It is a big deal. It is. It is. If you can see faces, that's a really good thing. Call to actions, questions, all that goes into engaging users and getting them interested. Absolutely. So really cool. Yeah, Curtis will give you exploded for sure.
Yes.
Weekly allowance does. That's right. Curtis will. Yeah, he'll literally he destroys his figures for you guys.
Things that aren't supposed to come apart.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Curtis shows you that what you can take apart and what you can't take apart.
Yeah, he's like, here, I completely unglued this kneecap and put it back on. And I'm like, why would you do that, Curtis? Like, you paid for that. Don't do that. Kirby says Weekly Allowance does my favorite reviews, honest and balanced, but they do mostly fun pictures too. Always recommend that channel. I love Weekly Allowance. Absolutely. RP says, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Anyway, all right. So let's get to our what are we doing, boy? We're all over. Oh yeah, here we go.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Let's get into the commercials. We've got 3 spooky, creepy Halloween commercials lined up for you guys. We're back to toys this week, so no more crazy. Call Mr. Freak, $2 a minute. We're not doing that this week.
So, this is where the evil horde hides out.
The Fright Zone! You put it together, Fright Zone, E-Man, or documented artist figures each sold separately.
So nice of you to drop in for lunch.
The Fright Zone! The Fright Zone! The Fright Zone!
Your overgrown lizard doesn't scare me, Hordak. Oh, no!
The Fright Zone! The Fright Zone playset new from the Evil Horde and Masters of the Universe collection. Action figures each sold separately from Mattel.
I really hope you guys caught my Fright Zone video. I saved it. I've had that thing for about 2 months now, I think, maybe a month and a half, and I saved it for Halloween. Man, what a great playset! I never had that as a kid. What about
Me
you
neither.
guys? Anybody here have the Fright Zone as a kid?
No, never had it, but it looks like a fun, like an early Dio or something. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Kid on the right looks like Ernie Wayans Jr.
do what?
Oh,
The
Is
kid
it?
on the right with the bald haircut looks like Ernie Wayans Jr.
He
It might be.
does.
it might
He
be, yeah.
does.
Yeah, it might be a very young him.
Oh man. Yeah, Heinrich said, is that a young Brian Carr in the commercial? Yeah. The cool thing about this playset is you're right. It is almost like a Dio because you couldn't turn it around and play from the back. There was
Mhm.
no interior.
Hey,
Oh, that's right. You know, not like your wife. So but the new one does. It's got an interior, and so what you can do is you can take the plate, the ground piece. It's made to pop off, and you rotate the base around, and you can pop it on in the same way, and then you've got an interior to play with. It's incredible. Like the new the new playset's great. Also, it doesn't come with a glove. The little dragon is like. The dragon is now like a hard, like it's a fully functioning figure with articulated legs. It's got this neat little feature to where like the mouth, the lower jaw articulates with the top. So, you know, gone are the rubber gloves.
you could
So
modify
many
the song.
innuendos
You
in
could,
this Fright Zone playset. All right, let's get to another commercial.
Let's scare
There's a bit of feedback. I don't know what it's called.
Who you got the cars?
We're here. So are these. The Frankenstein and Dracula monsters. Watch this. Get 'em, boys. Ghost. Funny guy. Watch him scream. Ah, look out. Now it's your turn to scream.
Oh, yeah. It's just like
The real Ghostbusters, each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Fun to zap.
Yeah, we took a look at those in the toy catalog page last week. And those are some fun figures. I never had any of those.
Yeah, me neither. They look fun though.
Wait, look, it's working on the screen. It's weird. 'cause we've got the desktop play on, and it plays the videos fine, and then the
phone's
phone.
gone blank.
Yeah, it's probably just my phone signal or something.
Oh, wow. Okay. Blake wants to know, hey, Elijah, when are you going to join the Bald is Beautiful crew? You can't cut off those beautiful locks. Look at those.
Oh man, I mean, look, you know, I've been thinking about it for a while, but yeah, for me, I'm gonna hang on for at least another 20 years, hopefully, and then
Yeah,
If you've got it, make the most of it.
Yeah.
Keep hold of it.
yeah. For a role though, happy. I've had my head bald before, but you know, from an acting standpoint, they just like they just feel like it puts you in a certain category. You know, it's very, you know, the industry can be a little bit like, oh, if you look like this, you're like this, you know. But
Right.
yeah, but I do like the bald look for sure, and all of you guys look fantastic both. So you know, I'd like to have it at some point, maybe for a role at some point.
Hey, Blake, I'll probably be joining you soon. I told my wife when my hair starts to go, I'm just shaving it. Like I'm not going
Yeah.
to. Kirby says, "Hey, Elijah, embrace the way of the goblin. The hair just gets caught in the stalactites. Set yourself free." Candyman 5000 said, "I had that Dracula."
But do you guys feel like the Four Horsemen will ever give us a goblin with hair, or is that established in Mythic Legions that goblins can't have hair?
I
Good
don't
question.
know.
Good question.
Yeah, it's curious.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, locks would be a good one.
That'd be cool.
A perm would be a bit intense. Yeah.
Greg, I think I'm picking up a lot of like
Unbelievable.
audio in your
There's feedback
on
though,
your
yes.
back end.
Is there?
Yeah, it just seems kind of loud. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that next commercial.
Below the Earth's surface, the inhumanoid Metlar is followed by Magnacore. Which way, Magnacore?
Only one way to find out. Humanoids.
Only Magnacore's opposite halves can position themselves to paralyze the evil Metlar.
This will stop him. We did it! Join forces! Nice job, Magnacore.
Magnacore comes together. Other figures sold separately from Hasbro.
I got to tell you, I've played a lot of Inhumanoids commercials, and that's a toy line I wish it would make some sort of comeback
Me
because I
too.
never had him as a kid. I never knew the lore, never watched the show,
Humanoids.
They seem really cool. Joe Gonzalez, female goblins have to have hair.
Absolutely.
He's
Oh,
found a
yeah.
workaround.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I agree.
One sec, guys. Greg, just so you know, I took that T-shirt off because I don't want to have to wash it again before Legions come.
I appreciate that. I will have some new ones too at Legions Con. So if you
Awesome.
want, that's
Let's pick one up.
Yeah. Also, I've heard from Matt Stein, the Patina Prince. He is not going to be able to have some shirts ready for Legions Con. So he's hoping to. I think mine came in, and I think he said his wife's came in, and I think his is coming Monday. So you'll be able to see them if you've ordered some from Threadless. Is it Threadless that he's using? No, he's using. Who is Matt using? Somebody let me know. I'm sure like Heinrich knows. I think he ordered some. But if anybody knows, let me know. And because I don't think you're going to have them in time for Legions Con, but some of us you'll see us wearing. One day I'm going to be rocking this. One day I'll be rocking Rob Zamora's short, my El Spooky Zorro that I helped him design. And then the last day I'll be part of the other day I'll be rocking Matt's Patina Prince. So
I love how like we plan what T-shirts we're gonna wear.
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm doing
and we're
it too, man.
repping our friends that are also there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's, that's crazy.
The beautiful
right?
thing is, guys, as you know, you can literally turn up topless, and then you could just purchase T-shirts for the next several days.
True.
So it's
a choice.
Yeah, it's choice.
Yeah, if they say, "Hey, you can't come in, you don't have any shirt," and it's like, "No, I'm going to get one." Like, I'm
Give me 5 minutes.
Sure. Yeah. I'll come back in a minute. Heinrich, yeah. Retro Rags, that's it. Oh, yeah.
Retro Rags. Yeah, I've heard those.
Yeah. All right. What is up next? We have a twist. Oh, Andy, you're gonna love this. Oh, this is great. Uh-oh, we may have hit a snag. Did I not? I don't think I added it in. Let me see if I can do this.
Snag.
It doesn't like it when I try to add something in the middle.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't like it when I try to add something in the middle of the show.
Rebelling.
Can't play video from storage. Oh no! Why does it do that? Let me try to upload it. Let me see if I can
Das
upload
ist
it.
verboten.
What can we do?
Let me see if I can upload it again and get it to play. Oh, once we go live, I can't get it to play. Oh no!
Oh no, you've ruined it.
I ruined it. All right.
Ruined it.
You could just sing the theme tune, I guess.
You've ruined my life.
So
Oh, my life.
the twist here, here's the twist. This was a clip from G.I. Joe, one of the later seasons. And the reason I picked this list is because this episode came up in my hunt for Halloween cartoons and commercials. So this episode came on, and I'm going to describe the scene. And what I was going to do is I had clipped out a little section of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to reveal that, of course, it was, it's hard. You're going to see the characters and go, oh, it's G.I. Joe. So what I want Andy to tell me, because that's who I'm doing this for, right? The chat, come on, chat, is I'll describe the scene that I clipped out, and then you guys tell me who was the villain, who was the main villain in this episode. Okay. So I am so sorry, man. I wish I could get this. But yeah, it doesn't like for me to add video while the show is going. And I thought I had added it, but I guess I didn't. Okay.
Trevor says,
So
you drop it in a browser window.
oh, that's a good idea. Let me give that a shot.
Trevor's a smart man.
Tech.
All right.
When do you guys fly out? You guys flying together, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Wednesday, man. Wednesday.
We actually arrived Wednesday. We'll arrive Wednesday
At like 2 o'clock.
13:50. Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? It's like time travel, guys. As you know, because
It really is, right?
Yeah, because you guys
Yeah.
have been to London before. Like you've been to the UK, haven't you? So.
I have not. No.
Oh! I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, I bet.
No.
One day.
Yeah. I think
Yes,
we talked.
please.
When you're ready, bro, we'll take you around.
Yes,
Yeah. Be awesome.
All right, this may actually work. This may actually work. I don't know if the
Excellent.
audio is going to play, if you're going to be able to hear the audio, but at least you can watch the clip. But here is the clip, and the chat, I want you guys to tell me who is the main villain in this episode.
Okay.
Can you hear it? Thumbs up. Okay. Okay. So Lifeline has found Iceberg almost dead in the snow. He's like, don't worry, brother. I'm not going to let you die. Iceberg says, the Cobra got me. Lifeline. He's like, nope. You're in good hands with Lifeline. This is going to offset your hypothermia. You're going to pull through, and then it stops. Okay, so what I want to know is, who is the main villain of this episode?
It's got to be someone who produces ice or something, right?
Hmm.
I never watched this series, unfortunately, so I'm in the dark completely.
Let's see what the RP hit us up first. He says it's Dr. Mindbender. He's the first to throw an answer in there.
I don't think I've ever seen that episode.
I haven't.
Heinrich says, I have been to England when I was 4. I went to London. We went to Buckingham Palace, saw the Queen's Guards. My brothers chased pigeons in the park.
Yeah.
Andy says, this is the one where Iceberg turns into an orca. I don't remember that happening in this episode.
Interesting.
I think doesn't he cut a tauntaun open and then he puts Iceberg in the tauntaun?
So RP is correct. It is Dr. Mindbender. So in this particular episode, it is all about fear. And I think it's called The Nightmares of the Mind is the name of the episode. And Dr.
Okay.
Mindbender was projecting his the greatest fears of the Joes into their minds. And that what was about to happen is there was a gigantic, like 80-foot cobra behind Lifeline, and he starts like attacking them. And that's why Iceberg said, the Cobra got me, the Cobra got me, not. And so yeah, like there's another one with Lowlight who gets trapped in like basically in hell. Then like Flint I think it's General Hawk and Lady J. Let's see, who else is in this? Like Sci-Fi is in this episode. There's a lot of like late gen G.I. Joe characters in this episode.
Mhm.
Really, really good. RP wins. Who is Greg would like that? Quinn. That's one of Greg's
Yes.
favorite characters.
Absolutely.
What's the temperature of the inside of a tauntaun? It's lukewarm.
Hey.
Excellent. Excellent.
I heard this great Star Wars
Yeah.
joke the other day. I'll hit
brilliant.
you guys with it. If Obi is short for Obi-Wan and Anakin or Annie is short for Anakin, what is Luke short for?
A stormtrooper.
A stormtrooper. That's right.
That took me a second.
Womp, womp, womp.
It makes
Star
sense.
Wars
Okay,
dad
Henry
jokes.
guy.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All
Get
right,
outta
let's
here.
let's flip the pages of those catalogs. Okay, I'm interested to know, since you two guys are a little bit younger than the rest of us here in the chat, from what I understand, did you guys ever grow up in a time where you were circling things in a toy catalog for your parents to buy you for like birthdays or like, did you guys still do that?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
100%.
Very cool.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Same
What
with
was
TV
that?
guides.
Oh, really? Oh,
With
yeah,
TV guides,
okay.
circling what to
Yeah,
watch
TV
throughout the
movies.
day. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, I used to highlight things. I had a highlighter and I would highlight what I
Young
wanted to
people are
watch.
like, a TV guide. What's a TV guide?
Yeah, some
Oh,
people have
yeah.
no idea what that is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. So like, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
of course, Greg knows.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I just say young people are not going to know what a TV guide
Oh, of
is.
course.
No, my gosh,
Of
not
course.
no, not
They
at all,
They
not
watch
at all.
what they want whenever they want, and that's all they've known. You know. So
Elijah and Faisal, did either one of you ever circle something from a toy catalog and then actually got it, and you remember that, and it was like a big deal?
Yep.
What was it?
Yeah, Optimus Prime.
Nice.
There was a time where it was even on like the news that it was pretty much an unattainable toy. Like for that particular year, it was just sold out everywhere. So my parents knew that I wanted it, and they were kind of like preparing me for like we might not be able to get it. So I'd given up because
The old razzle dazzle.
I keep seeing on the news, oh, this place is sold out, that place is sold out. Kind of like a Arnold movie. And come Christmas Day, I opened it, and I think that's the most I've ever cried on Christmas. And I actually got it. I couldn't believe they actually found it. And yeah,
Your dad found a way.
yeah, he must have killed someone. I don't know.
Probably.
Love
yeah.
that, right?
It fell off of a truck.
Yeah. Out of a dead man's hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got it, and that was the best.
What about you, Elijah?
Yeah, do you know what, guys? I mean, I can't think of one in particular. Probably, do you know what? It probably was. So we had a line of toys called Corpse, which CORPS, and they were based on G.I. Joe, and you can mix and match them with G.I. Joe. So if you go to Google, type in Corpse, there's a whole line. It's G.I. Joe pretty much, and they were
adjacent.
G.I. Jason. Yeah, they're the same scale as well, and yeah, they were excellent, man. And I had like tanks, and I had like there was a marine division as well. Like awesome, man. Like they were my favorite toys at one point, and I've definitely like we have a franchise called Argos, which is catalogs. Like it's just pure catalogs. Like and circled a bunch of stuff, and I've done it many times. But yeah, not a story like that in particular. But I've probably done it with Biker Mice from Mars actually, because I had the Biker Mice when I was a kid, and that's another movie I'd love to see them turn it into live action if they can do it right, you know. But yeah, Biker
Wouldn't
Mice.
that be crazy? A live action Biker Mice movie?
I think of Gargoyles looking like the Dark Knight and like in that kind of vibe, and then I think of Biker Mice, you know, and obviously Thundercats as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I've done that. But that's a special story, man. That's a jingle all the way.
Yeah.
Story right there
Dude,
that Faisal told.
listen, my Optimus Prime story is trauma inducing. So I remember like I want to say like when I was a kid, Optimus Prime was like $20, right? Like the you know the diesel in his and the trailer Transformer set, the way it came, right? And I think I had like $10, and we were in a Walmart, and I very distinctly remember going on the toy aisle, finding that they only had one, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Do I have enough money to get this?" My mom said no. I said, "Can I get it anyway?" And she was like, "We'll think about it." Now I've become a parent, and I've now realized that "we'll think about it" means no. Like we think about it means it's not happening, but I don't want to break your heart right now. I'm gonna break your heart in a little while. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna carry it around the store and we're gonna get it. So she let me carry it around the store. And then when we got ready to check out, she was like, you can't get that. It's too expensive. You have to put it back. And I was on the toy aisle and I put it back, and I was just about to cry. Like I was like, I could feel it welling up. I knew I was about to cry, and I put it on the shelf, and this little kid ran by, and he says, "Look, mommy, they've got one." And he snatched it off the shelf. He's like, "Can I get it?" And she goes,
Ouch.
"Of course." And I just looked at my mom, and I just bawled.
Oh, man.
And she drugged me out of the store crying. Like I spent no money. That kid got my Optimus Prime. And then fast forward to, I must have been like 25, 26. I'm in the Toys R Us with my now wife, but then girlfriend. And we were going down the aisle, and they had that, they had put out like that big Toys R Us exclusive version that was like, it was like this big, and it was like a retro recreation of the G1 Optimus Prime, but it was just really tall. And Hasbro put it out, and I think it was like $89.99 or something like that. And I'm like, I'm buying it. And she's like, you're gonna spend that much money on a toy? And I'm like, you don't know what this means. Like it was my Goonies moment. It was my this is my quarter, and I'm taking it back. Like this is my wish. And I snatched it up and I bought it. And that was my redemption. I had to wait like 20 something years for that to happen. But you know.
Yeah. No, meant to be.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was character
Blake,
building. It was character building.
I know, right? Blake says
Yeah.
the Marine Division, Semper Fi.
You would die.
That's crazy. Brian Carr, thank you so much. Dog had to go out, so I missed some stuff. Love the original Fright Zone and love the new one. Those old He-Man commercials are the best. They really are. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. That's amazing. All right. What do we? Oh yeah, we just did wish list. All right, so we gotta do that. Let me pull it up. I did the intro, but didn't. So here's what we have. I think it was either Heinrich or Andy sent me this one. This was one, dude. I know nothing on these pages. Like I don't know what's going on here. I don't know any of these toys. Now I do know the Stretch Armstrong or the whatever that is. Yeah, Stretch Armstrong. I remember that, but I never remembered this snake creature that you could pull and wrap around him.
That one looks familiar. That one really.
And then Greg, is that Zargon, the Shogun warrior? I didn't know he had a name. Is that from the line of figures that you collect?
Yes.
The old ones of?
Yeah, I was like, where? I was looking at these cool figures by Mattel up here. Super Joe and Luminous, Battle Beast, and Aliens.
Well, I remember that.
Stuff.
I remember that Godzilla in the top, like number one is Godzilla, the friendly monster, fights with his firing claw. Because Super 7 has remade that version.
Wow.
And then this serpent looks like a Sleestack head.
Yeah, it does. A Sleestack.
We really are in the golden age of action figures. You know, when you look back on these, I mean, they're great, but like kids are very, very fortunate now, aren't they? Really, that the way action figures have progressed, like articulation and.
I think more so adults are fortunate because it's mainly us that are buying them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good for us for sure.
Yeah, man.
I got a set of walkie-talkies when I was a kid, and I loved them. I thought they were the funnest. And it wasn't even a toy, but like it got me. It got me, you know, having adventures with whoever had the other walkie-talkie. But so much fun. So much fun.
It was like your first like we didn't even know what cell phones were, but it was like something that made you feel like an adult, like you were doing something like a kid shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
like, this is cool.
It's a good toy. It's a fun toy. Like they used to have the erector sets. They used to have like they had like an electric one with currents and circuits and things like that. I can't remember what it was called, but those were fun toys, you know, like
well, guys, I was going to say, Greg, can we have walkie-talkies for Legion's Con just in case we lose each other?
Should. That's a great idea.
Can you imagine, like, guys? There's a head sculpt that you want. There's a head sculpt that you want at table 25.
Yes, that's a great idea. We should do that. We should do that.
That's so fun. We can't find Mark. Where is he? If you can't find me, I'm napping somewhere.
That is accurate.
On me.
Yeah, we do need.
Great idea.
You know what? To this day, walkie-talkies still remain a huge deal. Like you go into like Walmart or Target today, you're gonna see like 10 different walkie-talkie sets, boys sets, girls sets, like talking Barbie, K-pop Demon Hunter. You're gonna see all sorts of like trolls, Monster High. Like talk to your friends. Like it's. Well,
you know what, guys? You know what was amazing as well is when I went with Greg and Jesse to the Target, I was reminded that America kicks the UK's ass when it comes to toys, man. Because that section of Target, I think Greg and Jesse, you guys even said
Target though. Like
you said that's not normal. Like you said it's not normal. It's not that great usually.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on your region. Like some places, their Targets or Walmarts are fully stocked with new stuff. Other stuff. Other Targets or Walmarts, it will languish for a long time. But I had never seen, like, I picked up the Marvel Legends Ghost Rider with the motorcycle from the comic book, that issue 1 comic. I'd never seen it before. And so when I saw it there, I'm like, I have to get this. I may not ever see it again when I go back to Michigan. So
Brian, I thought the same thing. That creature in the top left, that Triceratops with 6 legs, does look a lot like this guy right here. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I see that.
What line is that, Mark? Super Joe and the Luminous. I like that number 5 guy. He's kind of like an orc with like space armor on. He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty rad. I don't know. Yeah, he looks like a Star
Wars. I can't read it though. It says Darkon.
Okay, number 5 says Darkon. Press the button and this part man, part monster's lightning lance swings into action. And then who's number 2? Number two is Luminos, the Night Fighter. That's pretty cool. I don't know. That's some pretty cool stuff, though. It looks like
Does it say what the scale is?
No, I don't see, because sometimes it'll be 12 inches of power. Like, no, I don't see anything like that. Look at the little kid in the
12
blue
inches of power.
overalls that's like on
That's
his
the quote of
knees
the
in
day
front
right
of
there.
Marzon,
Yeah.
which Marzon looks like a white Darth Vader, by the way. Like, that's
That
crazy.
helicopter as well is brilliant.
We've race swapped off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does look like a white Darth Vader a little bit. Yeah.
That's a knockoff. He walks around your house terrorizing your children. All right. Enough about that. Let's get back to some pickups. Let's do some pickups.
Let's do some. Mark,
All right.
First, buddy.
Elijah, Faisal, do you guys have any recent toy pickups from the week you want to share?
Guys, I've not picked in, I think, for quite some time now.
You know what? Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead. I will say this is my one and only boxed pickup from the week. This is the only thing I got in that is packaged. I've opened
nice.
everything up. This is the Ghost Viper with Dire, which is the dread-inducing responsive energy beasts.
Shred
Speaking of fear-inducing, right? So all of this, almost all of this, is a complete repack. I mean, I think this Cobra came with Cobra Commander. This is just a green translucent timber. We've seen, I think this might be like Barbecue's backpack. This is just a Cobra Viper repainted, but it looks great. But I think like the hands, the werewolf head, the Cobra head, those are all new. I really wanted this, not really for the character, but for all the parts to put on Dr. Mindbender, because he has all those green parts. But I'll tell you what, that skeleton painted helmet on this guy, the color palette on this guy is really nice.
Yeah, that
like,
was cool.
I actually really like this. I have a couple of friends who have pre-ordered that on Walmart and they've been canceled. And so my friends are like, my pre-order from Walmart somehow translated and actually shipped. So I hope they start showing up in stores because people are going to want them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man.
I went to like a fantasy store and
like adult fantasy?
Maybe. It was kind of like Mythic Legions would have been perfect if they would have had those there. They would have sold them. But so they had like real sets of armor and stuff like that. Because I went after we got married, we went on a little trip to the upper part of Michigan. Anyway, so I picked up this. It's by a company called Papo.
Oh, Papo, yeah, Papo. Papo's cool. They do really good, like other like good for like dogs and cats and.
Yeah. So like I saw this nice set. I'm like, I'll pick it up. But they're fun. Like if I'd had this as a kid, oh man.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Forever. But it's fun, like a desk toy or something. That was fun. So I picked that
They do a
up.
lot of medieval fantasy as well, don't they?
Yeah, they had a bunch. They had dragons and witches and knights and stuff like that. It was cool.
Yeah, I think that same company does like an entire line of like dinosaurs and like animals, like zoo animals and stuff. Because I see them if I ever go into like hobby stores.
Yeah, they do. I think is this Papo?
A bit like Schleich.
Yeah, that's like, is it Schleich or Schleck or something like that?
Yeah. It's very similar.
Yeah.
All right, what about you guys? Any pickups?
Do you know what? So I had this isn't in the last week, but I'd love to show you guys. This is a diorama, right? So I'm gonna take
let's do
this
it.
phone and this here.
Oh wow!
Oh
yes.
My God!
So this here, I don't know if you guys can see clearly. Can you see everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you big. Whoa!
Yes. So, thank you, Fines, with the lighting assist. So this was made by a friend of mine called Matty, aka Laser Shot, and now the diorama behind it is a spiral staircase that I've put behind it just so it's got some background depth. But aside from what you see in the background, which is that there behind it, this piece here, like the wall, the doors, it's all modular. And Laser Shot, aka Matty, he made this for me. I commissioned it. And yeah, man, it's just, as you can see, it's such a big dio. I put some skulls in there as well.
That's incredible.
And there's just so much to play with. There's so much to play with it. Like you can see, it's a big ass dio, and these pieces come off. Very talented guy from the UK.
Wow.
And yeah, extra.
Are the pieces like magnetized? Are there magnets holding them down, or they just sit there?
Oh no, they're not magnetized at all. No, he would have done it if I'd asked him. But yeah, literally just yeah, just stupendous, man. There's so much to do with this, and for me, I love the big battles that I can do with it. So yeah, just bought it with that, got it with that in mind, really.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see these indoor photos that you're going to take with this. And what I
Yeah,
love is that I love that you asked that each one of those little wall sections are modular, because just like a movie set, right? Like you can move stuff out of the way to put in like cameras or lights or whatever, and like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can get in there and take tight shots. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with this, man. It's gonna be
Open the
great.
door. Yeah,
Very
I've posted some pictures already, and the one that you might have seen in some pictures before is the spiral staircase, which is
Yeah,
this
that
right
thing
here.
is fire. Yeah.
I
So that's
love
pretty
that.
cool. Yeah, so I've been using this to just as the background, so that when you open the doors, that you can see something, you know. So yeah, so that's what I'll show on my pickups sort of about 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a great
But yeah.
pickup.
Yeah. So
Now,
reverse this.
unless your camera is flipped, which I don't know if it is or not, because I haven't seen anything that's printed. So unless your camera is flipped, like, is Faisal sitting to your left or your right?
To my right.
He's sitting to your right. All right, so your camera is actually flipped. Okay. All right. That makes here. Let me do this. Okay, so that's more correct.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
There we
Okay.
go.
Now, the reason I asked that is because one of the things my nerd brain picked up on was the fact that in the way that your camera was positioned, the spiral staircase went up to the right, which I thought was odd because I know they didn't do that. Spiral staircases went up to the left. And the reason
Yeah.
they did that was because the attackers who would have been going up the stairs to raid the castle are mostly right-handed, so they couldn't swing their swords. But people who were defending the castle, who were upstairs coming down, would have the ability to swing their swords with their right hand, shield with the left. That's why the staircases only go one way. And I was like, "Oh, was that on purpose? Like, is that a
Wow, yeah.
right spiral staircase?" But it's because your camera was flipped. Okay,
That's that medieval knowledge right there, man. I love that. There's one more
dropping
thing
it.
as well, guys. I wanted to show you this. So I discovered that you can take a Thwick horn from the helmet and use it as a tongue.
Whoa.
So
What?
I'll show you that.
What?
So that's Thwick, literally one of the horns from Thwick.
I thought that was like you were going to tell me, "Oh, this is a Venom tongue from a Marvel Legends figure."
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, so just it works as a tongue. So yeah, I thought I had to. I've got a picture drop in for the Goblin collab tomorrow, and so you'll see that in there. But yeah, I just felt like, hey, it works really well as a tongue to place.
That's some Emil Wickman level genius shit right there. That's what that is.
But when you watch him long enough, you pick up a few things, right?
Andy says that's an awesome set. Candyman says that's beautiful. Heinrich says that's awesome. Brian Carr, that's an awesome setup. Andy says you can fit a lot of goblins in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, so if you guys want to check him out, Laser Shot. If you just type in Laser Shot, or like if you follow me or I follow you, like you can just find it in my followers list. But yeah, Laser Shot, really talented guy, makes amazing dios.
Heinrich said he found some information on Super Joe. They were 9 inches tall. Hasbro's first attempt to make the figure smaller than 12 inches. Hope you guys can hear my children. Literally sounds like they're killing one another. Here's Curtis. Here's a Curtis dumb story. I'm searching all over the house to find a box that will hold my customized Vanguard. The box that ended up working is the box that they shipped the Vanguard in.
Keep you boxes.
Boy, that Curtis, always thinking.
Yeah,
Love it.
that usually is the way to do it. Yeah.
Speaking of boxes, here's something I found out. You cannot disassemble the G.I. Joe Classified Series Rattler.
Right.
Once you pop those wings on, they are popped on for life. Once you pop the rudder pieces, the tail pieces into the tail, those are popped in for life. So you know how it comes double boxed? It comes in like the brown shipper, and then it comes in another brown box, and then it comes in the Rattler box. So it's in 3 boxes. I had to basically take my Rattler apart as much as I could and fold the wings up. Thankfully, with the wings folded up, they fit down in the Rattler box and the first brown box, and then the rest of the parts are in the other brown box. So now my Rattler takes up 2 of the 3 boxes it shipped in because you can't take it apart. I wish I knew that. I wish there was in the instructions where it says you will hear a click. I wish they would tell you, if you do this, you can never take it apart. Somebody in the chat, because I've brought this up before, somebody in the chat said that the best case scenario is if you want to disassemble it when you're starting to put it together, take some very strong like electrical tape, that black rubber tape, wrap it around the clicky parts on the like the post, wrap it around there. You can fit it in and it'll sit snugly and look good, but then you can also, it won't click into place, and then you can pull it back out again and take it apart. Or masking tape probably would work if you put a lot on there. So yeah, speaking of crazy box stories. Yeah. So now
Well,
I've
it's
got
good to
2
know.
Rattler boxes in my garage where I used to have just 1. Now I have 2.
No, it's good. It's good to know. And the thing is, just appreciate people like yourself who do figure reviews, because a lot of the time that's how we learn what we can and can't do with a figure anyway. From watching
Right.
review. And I'm sure some people will appreciate that. Some people might buy that, keep it in the box, and let me take it out once, assemble it, and then put it back in the box, and then realize, oh, I actually can't.
That's
You know?
what
Well,
I did. The
I
same.
hung it. I
Oh,
literally hung it from right there. I hung it. Now I happen to have some boxes right here, if you can see in my floor, and it literally fell. Like I used like 5 strings, I think 4 or 5 strings, and they were like 40-pound weight fishing line. It wasn't enough, and it
Wow.
fell.
It's heavy.
It fell about 7 feet, 7.5 feet from the ceiling, and it landed straight on those boxes, and not a single scratch on it. It did not break. So it is
Wow.
well made. I'm
That's
very
durable.
fortunate it didn't break. The only part that broke was the smoke effect piece that was holding on one of the missiles that it's really long. It looks like a churro. It's like this long. That post broke off into the missile, but I was able to get it out. I fixed it with a screw, and now it works perfectly. You can barely tell it broke, but I was like, well, if I can't hang it, I'm not going to have it sitting in my floor collecting dust. So
course,
I have no
yeah.
shelf room for it. So I had to box it back up, and good Lord.
Well, we were talking about, I jumped on the, do you know what, guys, I didn't realize that Cullen did a Friday night Facebook live chat, like for the Legions community. And I'm guessing you guys have been on it before. I jumped on it last night, and we were talking about, how to display the dragon. And it came up about how to hang it. I mean, I was like, yo, I'm going to use rope if I'm going to hang that. I don't want to, I don't want to use,
Right.
don't take any risks with that dropping and taking a tumble, So, yeah, I know you've got your fish wire and you've got your strong big things you can use for it. But yeah, I'll be very delicate.
You don't
with
want to
that.
risk it. Yeah.
No, Greg, not at all. Not with that dragon, So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hang my dragon. Mine's gonna go. I'm really hoping for like some sort of stone base, somebody to make some sort of base that I can really
Like
like
a
put that
3D
thing on.
printed something.
Yeah, I really want that to be like.
Did you fellas get to carry it at all? Because someone mentioned that they got to hold it. I didn't get to hold the dragon. Like, have you guys?
I
held
did
the
not
dragon?
know. I didn't get to.
Yeah, it looks heavy though.
I
It doesn't look-
picked up the head. They had
Oh.
Jeremy had brought the head to MuskyCon, and so I got to pick it up just real quick and check it out. And it was really light. But
okay.
that was only the 3D. I think that was just a 3D printed prototype piece. It wasn't the actual,
Yeah.
Heinrich, unfortunately, buddy, I can't access that information right now, and the reason why is because I use my phone as a camera, and while I'm doing the show, Messenger wants to restore messages for me to be able to see it, and for me to be able to see it, I need that code from my phone, so I can't do that. I'm sorry. Recently, I deleted my Facebook. As of a couple of days ago, deleted my Facebook, and I still have
Really?
Messenger. I did not know that there is an account that you can you can change your account to what is called a DEMA account, and DEMA, DEMA, stands for deactivate except for the Messenger app. That's what DEMA stands for. And so I deleted my Facebook account, and I just have Messenger. So I'm still in my chat groups, but I can't see the cabal. I can't see anything else. It's for my mental health. I need to
and
be off
I was
Facebook.
gonna say, and you're okay. So
And I am fine. I've lived the last 48 hours with no Facebook. So still
I
here.
get that. It's like some people. I assume that everyone has it, because of the cabal. I got back on Facebook just for the cabal.
I did.
Like,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I deactivated my old account. That's still deactivated. I think now, like the last year or so, I might have reactivated just to get like a contact number once, But I don't really use that. I'd use Facebook literally just for the cabal, like nothing else, literally. So
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. We're still on pickups. The rest of everything that I've picked up is all opened. So I finished a head this week that I'm kind of proud of. This is this is the Marvel Legends Punisher, but I picked up a custom 3D printed head and I painted it up because I wanted him to have. First of all, I didn't really care for that head that Marvel put out, the sad Punisher head. So I wanted one with the beard and kind of messed up hair and give him a little bit of cut and scratches. So kind of happy with how that came out.
It reminds me of Jon Snow a little bit. He has a bit of a Jon
Hey,
Snow.
little Kit Harington there. Yeah.
He looks cool.
Yeah. That's one of my pickups this week.
Nice.
Greg, how about yourself? Any more?
I got this guy from a guy in the Cabal. He sells the parts, sells the stuff individually. And so I didn't really like the giant green fluorescent head. So I was like, I'll just take this. So he sold this for $32. So I'm like, deal. And so I bought this. And it's I love the size. Mark has like a robot head that's got kind of a Rocketeer thing, the Shadow Circle head. So I have an unpainted one that I'm going to paint this kind of rust color and put that on there. Yeah, look at that. So that will look good with this.
This is from Corey Schottenheimer.
Schottenhoffer, I think.
Schottenhoffer. I love the Shadow Circle character, and then I found this head on he was offering it, so I painted it up. I had to and I paint matched. I found the exact paint match. I think I got it off the Cabal for what that blue was, and so I love this.
Yeah,
you know what I love about that suit is that with no head in it, it just looks like an empty spacesuit that's waiting for somebody to come and put it on. You know,
and it's a great size. It's like a nice kind of stockier kind of size, but yeah, it's super cool. I recommend this. I like this one even more than the purple one. I love the purple one, but these suits are just so much fun.
Damn, now I'm gonna have to put that little guy on my budget list.
Yeah, I'm doing my best not to like start buying cosmetics.
Trust me, you are gonna love this, dude.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I can bring it so you can play with it first if you want.
I'm gonna have to try to find a dwarf head that has like a very short cropped beard, because I don't think any dwarf head's gonna fit in there because of the way the beards are all kind of made. But if I can find a custom one,
a young dwarf,
with a short beard, that'd be great.
Yes.
I'll show these guys off together. They're not new, but they're just two figures I bought off of eBay from two different sellers because I'm in the Valaverse right now. I got the white Steel Brigade trooper, which is this one, and I popped the white like hazmat helmet on there, and then I got the white Republic snow trooper. I forgot what the Republic Guards Arctic edition, and that came with the Arctic gear set. And then I popped Rollout's head on there, so he's kind of like my iceberg, which is kind of cool that he was in the clip that I showed today. So I'm kind of going back and getting some older Valaverse figures that I haven't gotten in a while. So pick those up. You lucky son of a duck got the exclusive from Titans Toy Expo, didn't you? You had a buddy get you one?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't have it yet. He's gonna ship it on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have it in hand. I went to a meetup with my friend Kurt Hughesby and Chris Johnson. And this figure was never really on my radar, but seeing his, I was like, the color of the armor I thought was really awesome. It's got kind of like a copper color to it. So I'm like, you know what? And I looked it up on Mercari, I think, or eBay, and the price was so cheap that I thought maybe it was too good to be true. So I tried it and I got it. So here's.
Thank you, Curtis.
Ooh, nice.
Lord Gutierrez. But the color is just this beautiful kind of bronzy, coppery color.
That's gorgeous.
Use Mark's arms as models for it. But really nice figure. I'll happily open this up. But it's kind of one of those things where you see it in hand, and it's like, whoa! I didn't realize that the color on that. So
the darker skin tone horseman bucks, like the Barbarian and like those armory parts last year, the Barbarian extra parts, that beautiful coppery skin tone goes so well with that bronze armor.
Yeah, I might
They're
switch
just-
out the arms.
Yeah.
The color palette's gorgeous, like bronze and coppery, and then that dark
Yeah,
skin. Oh my
I just
gosh.
never really thought about it, that figure, but just seeing the color, I was like, whoa, that's super cool. So had to pick that up.
Very
And that's
sweet.
Such a great price.
I only have 2 more pickups. One was this Ultimate Warrior from the this
Come
is
on.
Mattel's WWE Superstars line. And I just picked this up because it reminded me of those old Hasbro wrestling figures with the real wrestling action where you could like pull their arms down and then let them go and they would swing, or they would have the rubber band in the torso where you'd let them go and they would swipe the character back the other way. This reminded me of one of the 2 favorites that I had as a kid. I had Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage, and I would just fight with these 2 guys. I was never really into wrestling, but I loved the toys as kids. And so I saw this in my Walmart. It was one of those things where I don't follow this line. I don't buy them. So I didn't know it was coming out, and it was on the shelf, and I walked by and I was like, whoa, like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't get snuck up on anymore. Like, I'm watching press releases and early reviews, and like there's live reveals, and so I don't get snuck up on, and that one got me, and I'm like, I'm buying that. So picked it up.
Absolutely.
I
I picked this up. This is from Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
But I'm working on my first custom, and hopefully
Nice.
it's done by Legions Con. But I needed some kind
Is
of
it a
band
swig?
gear. It might be, maybe.
Bandit Switch.
Switch package in.
Yeah, Bandito swig. But I love bandoliers. Ever since Chewbacca, I thought bandoliers were a cool thing.
Oh,
so
they
I
are.
picked that up. I got one more thing after you, Mark.
Okay. This is the last one. So some of you may be in the same exact boat as me. You might have pre-ordered this figure from Target like I did, and it keeps getting pushed back, and I have to keep agreeing to it being pushed back. And I know that means eventually they're going to cancel my order, but I found this in my store. It was the only one on the shelf, and it is the Super 7 Deluxe Lion-O.
Oh, yeah.
This is their re-release. It's a straight re-release. But this is the LJN colorway, so the old school toys. I wanted this. I skipped on the original. I was like, I don't want it. The Ultimates version, it was like $55 at the time. It's now like $150, $200. I'm not buying it, but $35. But actually, it was $37.99. It did have a little post here on the side, if you can see, for the glove to fit on, but there is no hole for the glove to. There is no hole. It was just a leftover from the old mold, so they kept it, but I clipped that off. I'm going to repaint it so it's not so noticeable. But this is the LJN, so it's the exact body of the other Super 7
color.
cartoon release. Only the head is new, so it's a different head, and I think maybe this is different. The claw shield's different, but yeah, man, look at that, the color of that sword. I can remember that from childhood. Like, so finally got it. I don't know if I would get another toy color, maybe Mumra. I don't know. Panthro is my favorite, so if they did Panthro, probably. But but yeah, that's it for my pickups, man. I'm all done. What about you?
I got one
take
more.
us home.
One more. This one's special, man.
Greg always saves the best for last.
We're definitely, you and I are children of the 80s. We love the 80s. We grew up. That was our time. Things were different back then. We didn't have the internet early on. We didn't have, we had to go through catalogs. We had to watch, movies at the theater, and then we had VHS and stuff like that. But as a young man, we had ladies that we liked to, oh man, this girl is beautiful. We had, Heather Locklear, we had Bo Derek, we had Daisy Duke, Daisy Duke. Anyways, so one of my favorites was, I know, very funny, Curtis. One of my favorites was Adrienne Barbeau. Adrienne Barbeau, if anyone knows who Adrienne Barbeau is, they should. Cannonball Run. Cannonball Run 2.
Yeah.
Also, Escape from New York.
Yep.
And
Was she the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Okay.
Look that up. Swamp Thing. Now,
Yeah.
you guys, most guys know what I'm talking about with Swamp Thing.
Mhm.
Just, everyone should stay clean and take showers and bathe regularly.
I don't know where this setup is going.
Yeah,
Even
man,
if it's
I'm
especially
along
swamp,
for the ride. I'm along for the ride.
for Legion's
even
Con
if
for
it's in
sure.
a swamp, bathe yourself. Look it up. Swamp Thing, unrated edition. All 80s people are going to be like, 80s guys are like Adrian Barbeau. Anyways, so NECA made a limited edition Adrian Barbeau figure for the movie The Fog. And I had to get it. It came out like a year or two ago. What, my man? There you go. Adrian Barbeau right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, so I picked this up finally on eBay. The Fog. Adrian
wow.
Barbeau. So I now have a Adrian Barbeau figure. I'd love to have her sign it, but she was just a woman of the 80s that I was just like, oh my God, she's amazing. Amazing. So that's
so glad we didn't lose Elijah and Faisal. I think they might have done a phone swap. Is that what happened?
Did they?
No, we just lost you for a second.
Okay, good.
We've got you back.
All right. Also, I failed to mention this over an hour and a half ago, but for those wondering, the flag behind Greg says Triumph.
For my
Triumph.
British guys, Triumph.
The motorcycle brand.
Yes.
Triumph. It does not say what you think it says.
That's an H. That's an I. Triumph. Motorcycle.
Boy,
motorcycle.
when he put that up and he turned back around and he sat down, we were chatting that night, and we were getting ready to record, and he hung that up, and I go, "You know what that looks like, right?" And he goes, "No," and I go,
Yeah.
"You know what that looks like, right?"
I've had it for years, and I wanted to hang it to represent. I love my British bikes. I love my British friends, but
keep it up. Keep it up, but I will keep reminding new people.
A flag that says Triumph, it's close to other flags that say other things. So those
flags are typically red.
Are they?
Yeah, they
and I have
be
a
blue,
red
I can
hat
tell.
that says Triumph. I can't wear it. Anyways,
Yeah.
I digress,
Thanks, guys.
So that was my
Anyway.
last pickup. Adrian
All right,
Barbeau.
I love it. I
Check
love
it out.
All right, we got one last little hit of nostalgia before we get into our topic of the week, and so we're going to skip unboxings because we've been so long already. But one last little topic. We are going to close out the spooky season here with our first few topics with Remember This. Does anybody remember this from their childhood? This is a pencil sharpener.
What is that? Wow.
I've never seen that.
Never seen that. That looks cool though.
I had one of these as a kid.
Wow.
I
love
one
that
of these. It
creativity.
was
I would've loved
incredible. It's so creative. You could stick your pencil in Dracula's heart and sharpen your pencil. And the
That's
bottom
excellent.
part, you would slide the bottom of the coffin off it to dump the shavings. It had a little slide. It was like a little secret hatch. You could slide it open and dump the shavings out. And
Wow.
pretty
You know,
dope.
I think this would be a test to see which kids were organized and which weren't. Because like me, I'd probably have kept the lid off all the time, and the other kids probably would have kept the lid on. And when they use it, they take the lid off. And
I never had the lid. I couldn't tell you where that lid was. Like I never used it. The other thing is I would use this year round, by the way. Like I didn't care.
Absolutely.
Like people who listen
yeah.
to Christmas music in January or March or April, like I use this all the time. I thought it was brilliant. If they made these today, I'd still buy them.
You can probably get this somewhere. I wonder if it's expensive.
Oh, I'm
now,
sure. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure I could get one off of eBay.
Collect some.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get to our final topic of the day. Oh, this is going to be a long one. It's so long today. But our double down or our quadruple down is we're going to be talking about some of our favorite spooky Halloween scary themed action figures. I've put together 3 that I really love, and then one that's probably going to lead us into a Mythic Legions conversation. I'm sure we're going to get there somehow anyway. But let's see here. Let's let our guests go first. Elijah, Faisal, you guys arm wrestle over who's going to go first, and show us some of your favorite scary, spooky Halloween toys.
All right, so let's have a look. That's pretty.
A recent one was the Wishmaster, the NECA Wishmaster figure.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is awesome.
wow. I don't
Really
even
good.
recognize that.
You have to, because that's obviously your photography, but
Yeah,
who made it?
NECA, I think NECA.
Okay, yeah, made it. Yeah.
I try to get up the
NECA's been really good with horror figures.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
most of my figures here are NECA. So
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
kind of
Is
more.
this McFarlane? Did this come from McFarlane?
Oh, do you know what?
Did that one come from McFarlane?
Yeah, it
might
says
be
that it's
actually.
Movie Maniacs.
Movie Maniacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it
That's
wasn't-
cool. Okay, you guys know I've never seen the Friday the 13th movies, never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
what?
I'm sorry, I haven't. I never watched horror movies as a kid. What movie is this from?
Wishmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's that
Yeah.
Rambo figure from? Rambo? Wait, what's that? Hey, speaking of Rambo, did anybody see the short that was posted this week? I don't know the guy's name. I think he comes to Legions Con. He's kind of like a shorter, heavy-set, bearded, not me, toy collector, reviewer. He's kind of bald, kind of got a beard. He posted a short this week of him at Target saying, "Hey, I heard these were available on Target, and we're going to run and go see if we can find one." And it's him in a Target, and he goes and he reaches for a Rambo action figure, and then like his friend is there, and he's like, "We're both getting it," and they both grab it off the shelf. Did anybody else see this? Has anybody heard of this? Am I just on my own here? Okay,
I think you're
that
making
video
up.
was AI. I'm pretty sure that video was AI.
Oh wow!
I'm pretty
AI
sure it was
is
created
actually-
because what happened is a friend of mine posted that video in our group chat and said, if anybody sees this Rambo figure, get it for me. So we started investigating who's making Rambo figures. Like, nobody's making Rambo figures right now. It's like, wait, now NECA made some, but they haven't announced that they're re-releasing their Rambo. The figure also didn't even look like any Rambo figure ever made. We used Google Lens. We couldn't find that figure. And Seth Bayer, that's his name. Okay, that's his name. So does anybody? It was on the tip of my tongue.
Oh.
Yeah, Candyman 5000 nailed it. He said Seth Bayer. I think that's his name. That is his name.
Okay.
And we were trying, like our local chat group, like it's all my local friends here in Tallahassee. We were talking like, what was the purpose of this video? Like, we couldn't understand the purpose of, like, where maybe they were trying out, like they took pictures of themselves and said, give me a viral video of us in Target chasing an action figure, and that's what AI gives them. If so, it's really good. I recommend, if somebody can find that video, send me the link and I'll try to share the screen. But otherwise, I don't understand the purpose of that video. Sorry, I don't mean to derail our show, but we couldn't understand why you would do like an AI video of yourself hunting a figure that's not real. Like,
maybe it's like an inside joke or something with some.
it might have been.
Close-
Maybe it was.
Maybe.
But even
Yeah.
the words, like we watched it on like in 4K or whatever and zoomed in, and the words on the side of the box are not even real words. They're made up. And it's little. Somebody track that video down, drop it in the chat. We'll give it a watch. Okay. All right. Wishmaster. Elijah, you got one?
Yeah, I'll grab something for you.
That Wishmaster design looks really cool. I may have to check out that film.
I mean,
Good stuff.
Whoa.
this
That's a
isn't
warg.
like, these are the wargs, obviously, from Lord of the Rings. They're always great to use for like horror-esque type shots.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
And I've used them so many times. And every time I look in my cupboard and I see them, I'm like, why don't I use this today? You know, so I go back to it quite a lot, and also the xenomorphs as well. Like just the standard, not even standard. There's so many xenomorphs that NECA made. I feel like NECA became like the main line, the main
Really?
toy company
Sure.
to make amazing xenomorphs. So yeah, it tends to use a lot of the Scorpion xenomorphs and like the sort of usual look, that sort of traditional xenomorph look. But yeah, for me these are just great to use for that horror esque.
Yeah, that's I could see a goblin riding on that thing for sure.
Oh yeah. I've got plenty of pictures with Thump and other Goblin characters riding these because they're fantastic. Especially with a bit of darkness, a little bit of lighting on the top or underneath, and then it highlights the face and gives that.
The
creepy-
wargs always remind me of there's only, I would say, probably 2 to 3 shots in all of the Lord of the Rings films, even in the extended versions, which run about 12 hours, about 11 hours and 45 minutes if you watch them all back to back. There's only a handful of shots that I think Peter wishes he could go back and fix, and one of them includes a warg. There's a pickup shot that they did. I think it's in the extended cut of Two Towers where they quickly pan over to one of the hero orcs, that one of the slender ones, and he's riding on a warg, and he's chasing after. I believe it's in the scene where Aragorn goes over the cliff, and he's chasing after him, and it quickly cuts to the shot, and you can so clearly tell that the background is matte painted in, and he's riding like it's all green screened in, and it just looks atrocious. It's one, I mean, I can probably pick out 2 or 3 shots that's like, I bet Peter wishes he had that one back, and it always makes me think of that.
You've got that graphic design, because you have that graphic design mind as well. You're gonna spot things maybe a lot of us don't.
Yeah, you see it instantly, and you're like, ooh, it just takes you out, because they were like location shot, pickup, location shot, and you're like, oh no, like I almost wish you'd have just left it out, but he needed that one beat of who was pursuing Aragorn, and it always hits me wrong. Anyway, all right, let's see. My first pickup, like you guys, I'm gonna pull something a little more recent because of recency bias. But I'm loving this guy from Operation Monster Force, and this is Halloween Boy. And if you guys don't know, this character is not part of the Operation Monster Force world. He was an individual IP. He's based on a comic book character, and then I guess the guys over at Operation Monster Force or Fresh Monkey Fiction were fans of his artwork and said, can we put your guy in OMF? They said absolutely. And I love this guy's design. I love the weirdness, the craziness of his look. I love the weapons he comes with. I love that he has a crazy sword. I love that bright orange. And so, yeah, I'm gonna have to say Halloween Boy is one of my recent favorite Halloween figures.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Good choice, Mark. Yep, I agree. He's fantastic. I'm having to mute my mic because my dog is snoring like an old man. Literally.
She does that, boy, and it gets loud.
She does. She gets loud. I love the 80s horror. Like, that was my time. I'm still shocked that you have not seen Friday the 13th, or what was the other one?
I've never seen any of the only Nightmare on Elm Street movie that I have seen is the reboot with
Jackie Earle Haley.
Jackie Earle Haley. I've seen that one. I've seen the newer Texas Chainsaw Massacres, but never the originals. I've only seen the new H2O Halloween movies. I've never seen the originals. When I was a kid, I was terrified of anything other. I mean, Gremlins and above scared the hell out of me as a kid. I was terrified as a kid.
I get it.
So I never watched any of that stuff growing up. I was too scared. Critters scared the shit out of me. I never watched it.
I think I watched a lot of horror films like way too young. I was always fascinated with the dark side of things. So as a child, I probably watched I should have been watching, but I've always stuck with that. I've always loved the horror.
Sleepy Hollow and all those type of movies.
No, oh my gosh, yeah.
Exorcist when I was about 12. Like.
Oh yeah, you went hardcore. Yeah. Exorcist at 12 is wild.
Yeah. Now as an adult, I love a well-crafted horror film like Guillermo del Toro's work. I love the new stuff. It films. Anything by Robert Eggers. Anything by what's the guy? Ari Aster.
They've got that prequel coming out, haven't they? They've got that It prequel that's coming out soon as well.
Welcome to Derry. It just started here in the States. There's 2 episodes, and boy, I tell you what, first 5 minutes of episode 1, insanity.
Oh, it's a series.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And they got Bill back.
Yeah, and what I recently found out from I listened to the official podcast as well, and they had Andy and Barbara Machete on there, the brother and sister team who made the first and second It film remakes.
Yeah.
So you know those movies take place in both the 2020s and in 1980, which were the 27-year gap or whatever, like or the 20 it's the 20 teens and then the 1980s, because you know every 27 years, right, Pennywise comes back to feed, right? So and then in those movies they also touch on the late 50s, which was 27 years from the 80s. This series takes place in the 1950s, which is 27 years from the 80s when he came back in the 1950s. They have planned it as a 3-season show, whereas next season, season 2, if they get greenlit again, I'm sure they already have. The next season will take place in the 1920s, 27 years before the 1950s, and then the third and final season will take place in 1908 or 1910, which is when the Deadlights came to Earth for the first time, becoming. So they're actually telling the entire story backwards. So the 2 films were about how Pennywise died, and then the series is about how Pennywise chose his host and then became Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and then it's going to go back in time. So they're going backwards every 27 years. And so it sounds like I'm in for it. I love that. Yeah, I'm down for it. Okay, so where are we? Who has the next review?
I was trying to talk about my 80s toys.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. That's my fault.
That's okay. 80s horror. A lot of mine are not open because I just never had the space, but love this Candyman. This movie kind of freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah, great movie.
So this is one of my favorite Halloween type horror toys from the 80s. So I recommend that movie. It's really good. The new one was good also, but the old one, the classic with Tony Todd, really good.
That old film scared
Rest in peace.
crap out of me.
Yes, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I recommend that.
That movie's hard to watch. I remember watching it as a young adult, and I was terrified.
It was eerie. Clive Barker, man. He was king of horror back then. Him and Stephen King held it down.
I still haven't said it. I still have never looked in the mirror and said the
don't
words.
do it. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. So you know, I was born and raised in Southern Illinois in the Midwest, and that movie was shot in Chicago in the 80s. It was shot in a neighborhood called Cabrini Green, which was a real terrifying neighborhood in the 80s. They had a massive gang war going on during the 80s, specifically in Cabrini Green, where they were filming that film. And while they were there filming, one of the local gangs kept coming by and threatening them like every single day, the production crew. So they had to make a deal. Like they literally had to make a deal with the local gangs. They were like, I guess they paid them. Like I would imagine they probably paid them for protection. And so as long as they were filming that film there, the local gang there would protect them. Like I remember hearing that in a documentary about that film. And the last time we went to Chicago, I went to Cabrini Green. It looks completely different. Of course, this was about 20 years ago, but it looks different. But yeah, it's terrifying.
Now they've probably got like £8 coffees.
It's funny, like with your
I'm sure.
Sells quinoa and shit.
Yeah. But you can imagine, yeah, that movie scared the hell out of me when I first saw it. It's terrifying.
Stands up still now.
I need to watch it. I've never actually seen the original. No,
I've
seen clips in the new one, but I never.
We can watch it later.
Let's do it, man. Yeah.
We're having
the original is they pull no punches.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
it's brutal.
It's very eerie.
It's pretty brutal.
The music, everything.
Yeah, music.
I shout out my new friend Pickle D.
Yeah, please.
Pickle D is actually in Germany, Bavaria, I think he said, or near Bavaria. I just had a conversation with him this morning. Really great guy. He's done dios. He had a dio giveaway. He follows Shooting the Shelf and loves Legion's Lounge and all those guys. But really great work and an awesome dude. So, hey, Stefan from Germany. What's up, man? Pickle D.
So I used to have a really good friend of mine whose mom and dad had hosted German exchange students when they would come to the U.S. to go to high school or go to college. And we were having a house party one time, and they brought their German friend, and his name was Stefan. It was funny that just happened to be his name. And they brought him over, and so we're at this house party, and this is before I had kids, so it was getting kind of raucous, and there was drinks and beer and booze and whatever. And so he was hanging out in the kitchen, and we said, do you drink? Do you want anything to drink? And like, we've got alcohol, we've got whatever. And he was like, do you have any juice? And I'm like, no, we don't do that here. And he didn't get that joke. And so I got him some juice, and we went on. And he didn't like that joke.
Took me a second there, but yeah.
It's like, nope, that's done. That's over. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we passed that.
Okay.
That's like my wife and shoes. I said, do you want some shoes? Like shoes or choose? She thought I was saying choose, but I said shoes, but with the Mexican choose. You want your shoes? She's like, choose? No, I don't need any shoes. Same.
Yeah.
All right. Elijah Faisal, any other Halloween spooky figures?
There's more pictures.
I was trying to find a picture on my phone of the. I think it might have been on my phone and Movie Maniacs as well. They did a concept figure of the Blair Witch.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't actually, you don't see it in the movie, but they did a concept of it with like
I remember that.
Yeah, the articulation is not great because it's kind of like pre-posed, so you can move a bit.
Yeah.
But it's a really freaky looking figure. I'll try and
Movie
find it.
Maniacs, they were cool, but they were not super articulated. And
Yeah,
they
there
were
was staction.
Good shelf
Yeah.
pieces, but
Yeah.
you can't do too much out and about with them.
Do you know what? I've got something. One sec, guys.
Yeah.
Blair Witch scared me though, man. That movie scared me.
Do you know what?
I love seeing somebody try to
26 grand
interpret.
budget?
Yeah. I
Super
remember
effective movie.
somebody trying to interpret what she would look like, and he's a perfect, like, his team with the Movie Maniacs was perfect to do that, because I think they have shown one of her forms in one of the newer films. She's pretty scary, but she just looks like a tall naked lady, so it's kind of scary.
See if I can find one. I've got about 10 billion photos on my damn phone.
Oh, you're about to make Blake and Andy super happy.
Yeah. These Tyranids, guys, for me, that I just love using these Tyranids for anything. Literally, for me, they go with any action figure line, and they're great as cannon fodder. A swarm of.
Now that doesn't look like a McFarlane one. Is that Joy Toy?
No, that's McFarlane.
Oh, it is McFarlane. Oh, okay.
Yeah, McFarlane. Yeah. These ones are awesome. I mean, that just
it looked big for Joy Toy, but also it looked really articulated. And I'm like, that's not McFarlane's deal, is it?
Yeah. I mean, these are some of my favorite figures to use. I mean, you can have them go against your Mythics, your Gears of War, Batman, anyone really. So
yeah, absolutely.
I've used them so many times. So yeah, and as you can see, super articulated and just fantastic. Faisal's even got some. You customized them as well, didn't you? Painted them.
Yeah, mine are kind of black on the back and white inside, so I need to finish off the paintwork on that.
Yeah.
But of course, Andy and Blake are going to chime in. The Gene Stealer. Here comes Blake. Hell yeah, Tyranny. That is McFarlane. I didn't even think about. We have our very own Candyman in the chat, so if you say his name, he will show up. It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
My next figure. It's kind of funny that we were just talking about it, is because this is absolutely one of my favorite horror monsters from recent years, and this is the NECA Pennywise. I've kind of cobbled together my own Super Mega Deluxe Pennywise, because I have both this one and I have this one, which is like it's kind of like a compilation of his final form. So it's kind of like the crab arms. It does have a button in the back, and you can turn on the deadlights, but I think because it'll glow, but I think my batteries are dead. I also have like a bag of like 12 or 13 different heads from various releases. And so like, I absolutely, the original It film from the one with
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry is, I'm sorry for people who love it, but if you grew up with it, I'm assuming you love it, right? Like if you grew up with it and you watched it as a kid, I'm sure it scared you and it's terrifying. I didn't watch it until the new movies came out a few years ago, and it's almost unwatchable. But the new ones are just so, it's just perfectly crafted horror. to me. The suspense, the setups. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I do recognize this guy, right? This is one of the guys from is that Legend? No, what is
The
that?
Blair Witch.
Oh, that is the Blair Witch. Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's a wicked picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, for me, when I think of the Blair Witch, I think of the old crone figure that McFarlane did from the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow movie. If you remember, he made an old crone and her face was completely covered with that shroud. And I think of when I think of Blair Witch, that's what I think that she probably looks like, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's more like that.
Nova, what's your favorite action figure for the holidays?
What do you think?
What do you think, Nova? Nothing?
It'll be a chew toy
So cute.
or an old figure.
I have Andy just mentioned Nightbreed. So we've got this cool
You seen that breed?
No, I've not seen that.
Clive Barker, man.
Nightbreed. Yeah, another Clive Barker classic. But this character was really, he was called like Buttonhead, or I can't remember his name, but it was actually David Cronenberg who's a famous horror director. He was the character in this movie. But it was just a twisted character, but really dug the
Yeah, it looks wild.
The mask. Just a cool 80s horror figure for sure.
I need to see that.
Their soft goods are really, for the time. And this figure's not that old, but just a cool all around cool figure.
Yeah. It looks it.
I got one more, Mark, whenever you're after you.
Let's see. Curtis says, when I think of the holidays now, I think of Figura. Yeah, isn't that kind of crazy that they're doing that? They're making us all think about. All right, Elijah Faisal. Any other Halloween related figures you want to share? And then I'll share my last one, and we'll get out of here.
Probably these guys.
You know the Maestro Union, where they had the darker ones. You know, I think they put the essentially the wheat paint. What's that called?
You can get out.
Your audio is cutting in and out a little bit. You may want to repeat that. We didn't catch what you were talking about. We heard Maestro Union, and then the rest was kind of garbled.
Yeah, they had a Veteran William. And kind of the repaint, the darker colors.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Got
figure.
a white one too, haven't they?
Yeah. That's really versatile as any kind of werewolf, general werewolf.
Yeah, you can strip him down in his purest form without clothes. Oh.
Yeah, I have this one that they repurposed in the Operation
that
Monster
one,
Force,
that
but
one.
that's the one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, man, amazing figure. Again, you can use it with anything.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Let's see here. Greg probably popped out for a second. He probably had to get up and do something. Oh my gosh, that's it. That's beautiful. I've never opened that guy. I need to do that.
Oh wow.
My final. Oh yeah, he went to go get his. Yeah,
the outfit as well. Wow.
Got like a Victorian era
steampunk
costume.
Yeah, like an Inner Circle from X-Men
Yes.
type outfit. Yeah.
But yeah, great figure. I recommend this to anybody. Really good figure. Sorry, Mark, I had to go grab it.
No. I thought you had cut out. Like I didn't know what happened.
I love that it's got removable shotgun shells in it, like the
Yes.
Yeah, them shells.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Great figure.
I need to open that guy up.
You do.
Me too. Do it.
Open up like a jelly.
So my last and my absolute favorite Halloween holiday toy is one that actually got me back into Mythic Legions. So anybody who knows my Mythic Legion story knows that I had been following the Four Horsemen since they were making toys at Todd Toys back with McFarlane. I'd followed their career. I knew all about. I was watching them when they dropped the Kickstarter for the first wave of Mythic Legions. I kickstarted the first wave. I helped kickstart the second wave. But then after that, I think it was a really long time before they released any figures after that. I think they were settling into their newfound success, and I think there was a big gap. And in that big gap, I kind of lost interest in these figures and I sold them all. And yeah, It sucks. I literally had all of the figures from Wave 1 and 2, and it
Wow.
sucks. And then so you go about 7 years, I don't buy any Mythic Legions whatsoever. And then I see that they're doing this particular figure. And what this is it was their first Figura Obscura figure that wasn't even called Figura Obscura, and that is the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
His flame just fell off of the pumpkin, but it was the Headless Horseman on the rider. I saw them solicit this that October, and I was like, oh man, I love that story from Washington Irving. I love the Sleepy Hollow story. The Headless Horseman is always one of my favorite classic literary monsters. And so I was like, I'm going to have to get that. But then I knew what was going to happen. Once I got that figure in hand, I was like, oh yeah, that's why these figures are so amazing. Why did I ever get rid of my Mythic Legions? And so when they released that figure that October, I got it in, and I think I probably ended up buying somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 to 150 Mythics the following year. And then that November, I went to Legions Con. So October, I bought that Headless Horseman. 1 year later, I go to Legions Con. And that was my first Legions Con 2 years ago. And so the Headless Horseman figure is not only special to me because I love that story, but it's also special to me is because that's what got me back into Mythics, and it's what led me to go to Legions Con. And that's where I met Greg for the first year. It's where I met Elijah last year. And it's where I've met the majority of the people in this chat. And it's my life, my friendship, my heart grew 3 sizes that day. It's just where all my friends and now my love has all come. And it all is really because of that figure. And so, yeah, man, nothing's going to touch it. That I will, if I have to sell everything I own Mythic related, I will never sell that. It's not going to happen. It's really not. And I'm also bringing it with me to Legions Con because I'm going to pack it in my bag when we fly, because one of the places that we're going to visit when we leave is we're going to drive through Tarrytown, which is, for people who don't know, Tarrytown is Sleepy Hollow. It's where Washington Irving was from. It's where the bridge is. It's where the forest is.
How
it's
far
where the
is
old
that?
church. It's only about, from Newark, I want to say it's probably about an hour north. Yeah. It's like a 20-minute drive west of White Plains, New York, if you know where White Plains is. It's just north of the city.
You have to take
yeah.
it. Yeah, you got to bring the Headless Horseman.
So I'm going to set it on the path that supposedly the horsemen tread, and I'm going to take a picture, and I'll probably take a picture on the bridge in the forest, in front of the old church, the old schoolhouse. It's all there. All those places are there. The house that Washington Irving lived in. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's it for me. Let's see here. Oh, no. Nope. Yep. Curtis is absolutely correct. I have that wrong. Krampus was first before it was Figura, right? That was the very first one. He is listed as Figura, right? Like Curtis is totally right. I had that completely wrong.
But
Yes,
he was second. I think Headless Horseman was second.
Yeah, Krampus
For
was
sure.
first. I do have that. Yeah. Curtis is like, I don't mean to actually, but yes, actually.
Actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, thank you for correcting me. That's right. Yes. Yeah, he was Figura. Krampus wasn't. Krampus, they had not figured out what they were going to call that section yet. That's right. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Does anybody have any other favorite Halloween toys?
What you said, Pinhead?
I'm trying to find Pinhead.
Oh, Greg's got another one as well.
Ooh, boy, look at you busting out all of the old school 80s, like Mezco
Nice.
8-inch
I just
soft
love
goods.
them with their soft goods.
Yeah.
NECA and their soft good figures were great, but the old Halloween with Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis, really fun, classic horror movies. Really, I recommend them. They're not great. They're not, the production is, he didn't have a lot of money, John Carpenter, but they were just fun little. Now they're like snapshots of the 80s, just classic horror movies. So I recommend checking out the early Halloween movies. What do we got here? What is that? Okay. Ooh, that's cool.
Pan's
Pan's
Labyrinth, one of my
Yeah.
favorite.
That's another classic.
Yeah.
Sure. Visually.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely. I think probably my
Oh, yeah.
favorite Guillermo del Toro spooky movie so far has been
Yeah, I
Crimson
think so.
Peak.
Oh, Crimson.
I love Crimson Peak. It's so
Okay.
good. It's like
That's good.
so gothic horror. It's
Neil
perfect. But
Mm.
and then now we've got Frankenstein, which is getting ready to drop soon. And I am
Yeah,
so
I can't
excited.
wait.
Frankenstein.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, that's next. Shape of Water was pretty amazing to look at, wasn't it? For us, wasn't it?
I did not know that, Curtis. That's the first
didn't
time I've
either.
ever heard that. In all fairness, they had designed the Headless Horseman first, but they couldn't get him out before Halloween that year, so they did Krampus instead. That's
Actually,
incredible. I know, right? Actually, Curtis.
Actually,
Okay.
Actually,
Well,
love
this
you.
has been an absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, that's what I did with mine.
Krampus.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you my current Jersey Devil.
Oh, the Jersey Devil, of course.
crap his head.
yes.
Yep.
Krampus.
So here is my Jersey Devil with
It kind of looks
the
like
Krampus.
that horn though.
Oh,
That
that looks so cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
that's-
looks better.
That works
Beautiful.
so well.
So I took the, I think David Williams did this first, where he put the Krampus head
Yeah.
and neck
Yeah.
piece on the Jersey Devil body, and then that's
That-
the Mask of the Red Death cloak
Yeah.
and some
That
little
works
bits
so,
and
that,
bobs.
for me. I prefer that. That works so well. Yeah.
I do
Wow.
too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
such a.
Yeah.
So I'm already getting ready for spooky Christmas over here.
Oh, no, that's wicked.
So yeah.
Okay.
Well, I cannot begin to thank Elijah and Faisal for taking their time out of their afternoon on a beautiful, you
Great
guys
seeing
already
you
told me it's a
guys.
beautiful day over there, and you spent your afternoon with us for 2 hours, and the
Yes.
chat,
Dark now.
It's night
all
time
of
now.
you guys.
Dark now.
Oh, it's getting kind of dark. Okay, well, so what time is it for you guys right there?
It's only 5 o'clock,
Yeah, it's getting dark
Okay.
already now.
but it's dark already.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The darkness. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yes.
it's 1 o'clock here for us Floridians, and
Cool.
so yeah, I've got some stuff to pack up and box up and get ready to bring to Legions. I know we're all in Legions mode. It's only a few more days. We're down to just a couple of days.
It's happening.
You guys are flying in on Wednesday. You said before we got started. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Wednesday.
Greg, you're traveling when? When are you driving?
Wednesday into Thursday. So I will be there Thursday morning. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
right.
see everybody.
See you
Yeah,
Thursday.
my wife and I are flying on Friday. But we'll be at the airport in Jacksonville during the day on Friday. So I'll be able to watch all the reveals at GCon, and then we're going to be flying out about 7:30. We'll get there pretty late on Friday night. So I'll
Fellas,
miss.
do you have any last minute predictions about any drops that we've got coming? Or are you saving that for?
Excited to go
I do. So like I said, I deactivated my Facebook account. So when our group chat sends links to Facebook or to the Cabal, I now can't open them and look at them. But I did see the teaser image for Legions Con is just a few days away, and it had the water parting on a beach and a mysterious figure. I think there was some confusion when earlier this year when Jeremy said something about the rising tide or something about, what did he say? He was
Set
very
sail?
cryptic. He said something
The
about
tide
like,
will part.
we're going to set
The tide will
sail,
part.
set
Yeah.
sail next year.
Yeah.
And
Ahoy.
then I think when the Four Horsemen helped that company that we're going to be talking to the guy at Legions Con about his pirate figures, I think people were kind of thinking, well, was that what Jeremy was talking about? And then other people were speculating, well, wouldn't it be kind of shitty if the Four Horsemen actually dropped some pirate figures after helping somebody else make a line of pirate figures? I still think it's going to happen. I think that might be our first piratey type kind of figure. So I'm thinking the table
hope so.
drop is going to be some sort of piratey type of figure.
And the coolest thing is, I mean, going with that theory, it could be that they're going to be very different from what they helped them make, you know?
Very themed,
So
Yes.
which makes sense.
like fish people, fish head.
Right.
people-
And also there's the speculation. And here's what I don't like. I don't like when people don't understand how things work. Right. So it's not like if this guy and his toy line had come to Four Horsemen last year and said, can you help us make these pirate figures? Because it takes about a year or two to get things out. You got to know that the Four Horsemen have probably been planning this for 4 to 5 years. Like they've probably had this in the works for a long time. You know, like how when people come and they say, oh, clearly the new Superman movie is a rebuke of Trump or whatever. And James Gunn comes out and says, I wrote that 4 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
like there's no, that's not how movies work.
Right.
We don't make them over a weekend, you know, like it's not in an immediate reaction to. So I don't know. It's just, yeah, I think they've probably been playing it for a while. Yeah, Greg, go ahead.
Also, the guy that's doing the Pirates figures will be on our live show this Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, so Elijah, you were there last year. You saw us fumble our way through a live version of Double Jointed. We're doing that again. The first 15 minutes are going to be
We did.
Double Jointed. We're going to have some 80s trivia and stuff like that. We're going to have some 80s giveaways.
sweet.
I'll show you one of the things that we're giving away. If you've seen this show, then you know what I'm about to show, and that is we have some tabards and tunics that were made for us by Death
Awesome.
Plastic, which is
Yeah,
Action Figure Armory on eBay. So we're going to be giving some of these out. And then the last 45 minutes or an hour, actually, I think we have more time because we found out nobody's using the room after us, is Greg's going to take over with a New to Mythics where he's going to interview. Won't you tell them who we've got on the show?
Well, I mean, you'll still be there. So, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah. So I figured it'd be cool to give the platform to some new toy lines that are coming out that are designed or produced by the Horsemen, which is Sumya Das, who's doing the Legends of Ramayan, the Hierophant Enterprises figures. Really awesome figures. I've got this guy right here. Really awesome figures. And also Quaid and his wife Abigail from Corsair Creations will be there to talk about their new pirates
Alright.
So it'll be awesome to hear, you know, what's going on with them. They're bringing their prototypes and stuff, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go out here with on a limb here with Curtis. I don't see the Horsemen taking a pirate project the same year they have a pirate wave dropping. Doesn't seem very Horseman like. They kind of the chat's kind of leaning more towards Vikings instead of pirates.
Vikings would be awesome.
That makes
We've
sense.
already
They're
seen-
pirates, aren't they? Really?
We need a Vikings.
Broder, you know, Broder is kind of a Viking kind of dude. So yeah, I would love that.
I
Yeah,
spent
probably
167 hours on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so give me all the Vikings. I'll take them all.
Sure.
Yeah,
I love
we've
it.
seen two. Yeah, we've seen two Vikings revealed already, haven't we?
Yep.
So yeah, bring it on. Bring it
Whatever
on.
they have, it's going to be amazing. I can't
Yeah.
wait. Every G-Con is amazing. Whatever they have, I'm there for it.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
We got
Well, for all-
Detours boats as well. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Oh
I was
yes,
thinking
no, the
that.
boats, absolutely, yeah,
I
yeah.
need one of
Go.
those.
Wouldn't it be great if the Horsemen give us a boat?
Awesome.
And you know what? I really want a sea monster. Like, just give me some ripples as a base, and
What
like
about a
little
Kraken?
tentacle, like a little
Oh,
tentacle
Kraken.
coming out. Like
Oh, yeah.
that's give me that. RP says I thought pirates first as well. Vikings make sense, and they also introduction of Isenall in a frozen region, and following Vikings can explain a story of them getting to the other areas of the map. Yep.
Yep.
That's
Blake
valid
says
point,
I think
RP.
it'll be fifth pillar eccentric, the underworld. That's
Ooh.
also, yeah, it could be the lake of what was the lake that you would cross? The ferryman would carry you across the river Styx. Is that
Styx,
it? The river
yeah.
Styx, yeah.
Caroline.
You pay the ferryman.
Sticks to
Yeah,
Andy.
take you into the
I love
underworld.
all these ideas.
Skeleton
I'd
Dragon.
love to see Merfolk.
I'll
too.
take two. I'll take two of all of them.
That'd be awesome.
Merfolk, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap up the show here. We're a little over 2 hours. I can't thank you guys enough, Elijah and Faisal, for giving us your afternoon. Guys, I love you both. Can't wait to
Love
meet
you too,
you.
guys.
Love you too, man. Thanks for having
Faisal.
us.
Thank you.
I can't wait to get a big old hug. And the chat, thank you
Biggest.
guys for hanging in there to the very end and giving us all these great things to think about. We will see you guys live next
soon.
Saturday at Legions Con. Can't wait for it. Unfortunately, that does mean we will not have a pre-recorded or a live show here. We can't stream it. You'll have to be there in person. It'll be the only weekend this year or in 72 episodes that we haven't had a video go up. It's
We
the
could
only
tape it,
Saturday.
though. You think we could tape it maybe and then
I don't know, man. It's gonna be a busy next couple of
Yeah.
days. So yeah. Or you mean record the
Yes.
Yeah, possibly. I can try to do that and then we can upload it later. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that. All right.
Well,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna say goodbye to everybody.
Thank you, fellas.
yes.
Take care,
And,
guys. Take care, everyone.